Alright. I genuinely do not know what's going to happen on this Tekken Talk. I'm already seeing a lot of dislikes going on YouTube. Specifically, I didn't see any videos yet. I have not seen the Tekken Talk and I have not seen any videos, but I'm seeing a lot of thumbnails in the titles of their thumbnails. And a lot of them are not liking what's going on with Season 2, and I'm getting a little worried that that's what's going to be the case in this Tekken Talk. I really do not want to be disappointed. I really do not want to be disappointed. I mean, I'm sounding dramatic here, but, you know, just like, I like the game. I enjoy this game. But if they're not really doing anything significant to change the game balance-wise, for both the system and the characters, this game is going to be... I don't know, to be honest, what I'm going to do. But I'm going to see first. So let's just get this started already. I'm going to watch this. Nobody tell me nothing. Nobody say anything to me. Besides, you know, like, if you want to give me hints, you can give me hints. But don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me. Let me know if it was too loud. Alright, I'm gonna skip it to around where it starts. Like around here.
Tekken Talk Live Season 2 アンナスペシャルということで、いつものメンバーでお届けしようかなと思います。よろしくお願いします。
Welcome everyone to the Season 2 and Anna special. We have all the faces you're used to normally.
はい、私、バンダイナムコエンターテインメントの安田と。
What if I just put the captions on?
Yasuda, that everyone's familiar with. And myself, Michael Murray, as always.
Just leave it off. I'll leave it off.
The game director, Nakatsu.
I just hope they don't mess this up. I really don't want to see some problems.
Harada is here with us today.
さあ、今日3月24ということで、
はい、そうです。It's Nakatsu's birthday today, actually.
ありがとうございます。いくつになったの？46になりました。
Oh, 46.
ありがとうございます。
Wow.
はい。
だいぶ今日原さん華奢になってます。
なんかちょっと画面おっさんばっかりなのもちょっとどうなのかなって。
So, Harada, you look a bit different today. Harada saying, well, you know, it's just a bunch of old guys on the screen all the time, so thought I'd change it up.
まあ海外に行かれてたらそういうことだったんですね。
はい、じゃあ今日はちょっとこのメンバーで
はい。
よろしくお願いします。
はい。
So, yeah, this is the members for today, and let's get started.
はい。じゃあちょっといつも通りですね、温めていきたいなと思うので、先に、いつも通り告知系をやっちゃおうかなと思います。はい。じゃあ、
よかった。誕生日コメントありがとうございます。
So, thank you everyone for the birthday comments, is what Nakatsu
いや
said.
いや、ハッピーバースデーナーフドハローとか、ハッピーバースデー原田さんって書いてるけど、じゃあ今日
あれ
ごちゃ混ぜ
誕生日だね。
もう何でもいいや。
Yeah, it's a bit chaos at the moment, but bear with us. So we're going to start off, just slowly work ourselves into the broadcast with some products and some announcements there.
はい、今日も盛りだくさんでいきますが、まずはじゃあスライドの方お願いいたします。
And let's start with the Yasuda's famous PowerPoint slides.
はい。
ページあるかな。
はい、じゃあちょっとこれ原田さんの方から今日説明されたいということで、はい、紹介していただけると助かります。
So Harada's going to go through these for us really quickly, so let's get started.
今日個々に
I don't want to skip all this, to be honest.
前に一つ皆さんにお伝えしておきたいのはいつも皆さんがグッズ買ってくれたりSNS で紹介してくれたりいろんなことしてくれるおかげで新しい商品につながったりしているのでいつも皆さんありがとうございます。
So he was just mentioning that because everyone is continuing to buy these products and also showing off what you guys have purchased is very entertaining for us.
I am so tempted to just skip this.
Company that there's people willing to buy that. So the more of these things that you pick up, the more we're able to create moving forward. So thank you for that, sincerely.
はい、早速ですが、メタルプレートですね、ディスプレートから、4月1日に新しいデザインが登場します。
I'm still forward a little bit.
There's going to be a board
Yeah, I don't care.
from I think it follow this actually. It's actually quite cool. It's the
Oh, that looks amazing though.
sorry if you haven't played through the story mode yet. Very cool.
That looks sick. Not gonna lie.
That you can get for free.
Not color though.
Check out their homepage.
から、はい、
Jin,
これですね、いろんなグッズ展開できるので、
Evo, do it again.
超も
Items or
They just keep talking about their merch.
illustrate.
はい、
Okay.
鉄拳ファンダムキャンペーンの続報です。皆さんいつも素晴らしいイラストをソーシャルに投稿してくださって、プロジェクトチーム一同とても楽しみながら見させていただいています。
So thank you everyone who has
Yo, Hathaway, how you doing, brother?
on Twitter, social media, etc.
I don't understand why these portraits, they're making it so it's limited of time. Why? This is what I don't understand with the developers. Like, they add things into the game. They say that they're going to give us something new, but then they're limited. So if they're limited and nobody ends up playing the game at that time, then they end up losing the chance of getting these portraits. That's the dumbest thing that they can do. It's like, why are you trying to bring FOMO into a fighting game? It's already bad enough that you have the Tekken Pass. I mean the Fight Pass, right? That shit. Why do you have FOMO with portraits that they themselves were talking about that was gonna add into the game? Why are there okay? I see you're watching Reverse Peak. I didn't watch this. I didn't watch the stream yet. This is me going in it blind, but I already saw a couple of like thumbnails and titles from people saying that they don't really like what's going on with this Tekken Talk. Clarence says, "You're going to be upset, Lobo. I hope I'm not."
したいと思います。すでに発表済みの16作品は5月までのアップデートで実装される予定です。
And so we've selected the new pieces that will be going into the game as character panels. 16 of these actually will be available in the update version 2.01 in May.
今もラウンジにあるので、
Wait, so that means they're going to add it in completely? You don't have to go around and fight the NPCs to get the portraits? But then why does it say right afterwards, since they will be available for a limited time, make sure you don't miss out? So what's the point?
はい、
The stream is a little low for the Tekken Talk? Ah, yeah, I knew that it probably might have been low.
取得できるので、ぜひ
Is that
ラウ
better?
ンジに遊びに行ってキャラクターパネルを入手してください。
And so if you go to the fight lounge and
Let me know if
look
it's
at
still too low.
up until now how people were able to receive these character panels, and we will continue to do so. So check it out.
なんかやっぱ原さん、ナーフされるとだいぶ角が取れたというか、マイルドになって当たりが柔らかいですね。
So nerfed Harada, all the rough spots have been taken out, so it's quite refined.
そうかな。
ちょっとやっぱ毒も欲しいな。
ああ、やっぱ欲しい。
So maybe a little bit more
いや、長さん失礼ですよ。
Here for my reaction?
more pointed
It's still low?
commentary.
Okay.
You know, he's forgetting his manners.
Let me increase it from my end here a little bit.
じゃあ発表いきましょうか。
早速、
はい。
Double check to see whether or not if you guys have your volumes on your phones or on your desktop low, because that could be the case why it might be low on your end.
We have Eddie, King, and Leroy for the Tekken Fandom campaign, and we have some more. So next slide, please.
はい、そしてスティーブで今発表済
You
み
can hear it? Okay, good.
が次の5月のアップデートでキャラクターパネルとして追加されます。
Steve, and then also already announced Lars will be the ones included in this next update.
はい、
Plus,
続いて
I want to
アズセ
skip
ナ
this
の
already.
そう予
Oh
定してい
shit.
るのがアズセナとクラウディオ。
And for the June update, we have Azucena Claudio.
Yeah, I'm skipping this.
Forward to that. Some more artwork coming up.
のコラボ
We've already
販売中のユミヤのが決定しました。されるよ。
so we'll have
そして販売をしゃ
campaign.
公開されてい
Some,
Oh, that's from that one game. Okay. I feel like one of the quieter criticisms that need more volume, these presentations are very haphazard. Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it? Alright, let's skip. More skip, more skip, more skip, more skip. All they're doing is yapping. They're just yapping.
シーズン1に戻りました。
10分ぐらいしか持たないんだよ。
なるほど。持たない。
美少女化の能力を使ってるんだ
He
よ。
said being turned into a bishojo only lasts for a very short period for him. So
なんか水かけた。そうランマみたいな。
もうじゃあ内側から肉がボーンってなる。
we didn't splash water on him or anything. I don't know what happened.
はい、じゃあちょっと昼休み、貴重な昼休みの時間使って見ていただいている方もいると思うので、まだ本題じゃないですけどね。はい。
そうですね。
はい、ちょっとスライドの方にまた戻ってもらいましょう。
All right, let's move it along since
Okay.
some of the Japanese people are watching our stream.
Don't care, don't care.
Turns-
はい。
I mean, I do care, but not. I don't care so much about it. I'm not a professional. I'm not.
There's pride to our social
万円ぐらいと
family, right?
水上がるられる
Said the turn for every
と、あと道場イベントの
Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever.
しれっと書いてて、
they
いうことも
know we fought for
はい。いけます。これ
Yo, I am so glad that I didn't watch this yesterday, so I can just skip a lot of the things that I don't want to listen to right now.
ないんあるので、の
All they're doing is yapping about things that don't matter right now. You can leave all that for later.
but
Like, tell me this, guys. If you was gonna make a stream and you wanted to present to the chat and everybody else is coming along about something important in season 2, why would be the first thing that you announce is about portraits, about the world tour, and all that shit? Shouldn't that be left for last? At least for last, so that way people can get to see exactly the more important aspects of the stream. They just want to like make sure that the stream is long, so that people can stay longer. That's what it feels like to me.
even that said, even Japan has some countries that you can't send money to because
The
of
promo stuff is always at the front. Michael is always stuttering, and whoever is playing, I think Katsu can barely do the moves. I call it a 5 to 10 presentation at best.
But that said, you know, yes,
Like if it's gonna be a talk, it should be at least be good. At this point, just make a post.
So
Clarence is like, no.
yeah,
Bloody bastard, how you doing?
はい。そ
I'll call you bloody.
スケジュール、ファイナルへの道ということで、
Yeah, 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 yeah. Complete, please. Go to the good parts.
スケジュール、顔ぶれ
all
なので、
Japan, a lot of people
何ができる
that only for the matches lose semi
大会も多かったんです
Yoshi's getting nerfed. It's a shame. Don't say anything. Let me see it first.
1個の試合がどれぐらい伸びるのか縮まるのかも
But he shall be getting a buff. He is. Don't say anything. Don't spoil it. We're joining Tekken World Tour, Lobo. Nah.
so we have to
Then it's in the update. Oh, everybody showed it. Oh, I didn't even see it. I didn't see it though.
increase the hurdle for them in
It's
some
not a total nerf, but there is sadness. Ah, shit. Shut up, you fuckers. Don't say anything.
いつもよろしくお願いします Xbox に
the VSync on
ルールに
for
My God, there's so much yapping.
gives you but many Rada, but
Okay.
always depleted, I believe.
はい、長らくお待たせしました。
はい
Lobo, it's all over. Shut up.
1日からいよいよ来週ですもう。
ね早いな。
前回配信してからあっという間に今日迎えたんですが、もう来週に
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know that. We know that.
今日はこの2つ上の、シーズン2と
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We have 4 points.
が、ぜひ前回の
Seen it and want to know more.
じゃあ、まずは1つ目のアンナの、
はいはい。
Oh, I just noticed now the multi-chat on my OBS is showing both Twitch and YouTube chatters.
First off, to refresh your memory,
That's nice to know that it's working now. What's this? Oh. Wait, they're showing the trailer. That's what they're doing, right? Might as well just see it again, I guess. A lot of people seem to dislike her design. I don't know. I'm digging how she looks. She's giving me that Devil May Cry look. Lovely Tom. That's what she calls her rocket? Her rocket launcher? Nice. That's so sick. I like that stance. Yo, I just noticed something. Look at Michael Murray. He's very entranced looking what he's looking at. And this guy here is just talking to him, and, and he's just looking at at it. Look at Michael Murray. He doesn't even care. He just wants to look at the look at the trailer. Parents is like, skip. Nah, I'm not skipping. I want to see it. Have you guys seen that meme of Nina and Anna talking shit to each other? Let me see if I can find it. I need to find it. Yeah, I can't find it. Never mind. Kobe's like, dude, season 2 is gonna suck. That's what people are telling me right now. People getting me worried.
はいということで
お待たせしました。
はいアンナが、来週
Wait, wait. Let me do this.
PDT では、4月3日で、はい
アーリーアクセスの人ですよ。
はい、オフィシャルリリースですね。はい。
They buffed King for no reason. They buffed him. Yeah, I can't imagine why.
の方は、
I'm excited for season 2. You're excited? What are you talking like? Weren't you saying that they nerfed some shit? You're gonna see. People haven't even tried it yet. Don't let it discourage you, Lobo. It's actually so bad. Quit being a bitch and get lost in the sauce. Did they do anything to Yoshi? No, don't tell Fight Club anything. I want to know myself. I don't know anything was already happened with Yoshi.
で、まあもう行きましょうか。皆さんだいぶ待っていただいているので。
はい。そうですね。
Do you care about spoilers? No, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Alright, let's check out Nakatsu playing actual the game build itself. He's gonna show us some stuff today.
You can whisper to each other, but don't say it on chat.
はい。メインメニュー。
Oh, she looks hot.
Changing to reflect the latest character at that point.
はい。では、早速。
All right, let's just continue on, I guess. Let's see what's gonna happen. How do you whisper? I don't really know. I don't. They only show one. What the? Shut up, Kobe.
You can see the 4 different costumes for Anna.
で、鉄拳7の衣装についてある、この髪型ですけども、
Just close your eyes.
そうですね、キャラセの曲シーズン2なんで、ちょっと変わってますね。はい。
Just a quick note, some people might have noticed the music has changed for season 2 in the main menu. Sorry, the character select screen.
で、
Oh, it really changed. Oh yeah, it did. That sounds different.
にしたいって人は、こういう風に髪型変えることもできるんで。
I guess the I think they basically was like, nah, that sounds too corny, so let's change it. It does sound better though. Though I don't understand what's with them in dubstep. I don't know why they like dubstep so much. I like where in the past games in Tekken 5, where they have metal and they have rock like themed like soundtracks. Tekken 3, Tekken 4. Now it's like this like Skrillex type of shit that they have now. I mean, no offense to anybody that likes that stuff, but just that it's just too much. Maybe because I'm getting old.
はい、まずですね、アンナのキャラクターコンセプトなんですけども、3つありまして、近距離スピードタイプっていうキーワードと、多様な二択っていうキーワード、あともう一つが変形式重火器ラブリートムによるパワフルな攻撃、この3点がキャラクターコンセプトとなっています。
So there are 3 key pillars to the concept.
How old am I? I told you how old am I, Clarence. I'm 28. 28. I'm gonna be 29 soon, on June. June 23rd is my birthday.
Her weapon, which changes into different forms. Lovely Tom. And she has
Oh shit, you can do that? Oh, that is so cool.
So Speedy kind of pokes and jabs.
I'm a baby, I know. I mean, compared to you. No, I'm joking, Clarence.
あとは二択はおなじみの二択がありますと。しゃがみからの二択は強いですよ。
And the mix-ups are what you've probably seen before.
What? What did you say, Starfruit? With the save 64 damage low? It's safe. Nah, you're lying.
Anna's a very a character with good choices from the mix-ups.
あとはラブリートムによる
No. I have to see this.
今回の特徴みたいですね。
The heavy weapon.
Oh, that's cool. Yo, what the fuck was that? 59 damage from that hit? What was that? Is that all? That's all guaranteed. Holy shit, that's all guaranteed. What the fuck? That's like 3, 2, 1 plus 2 for Yoshimitsu. What the fuck?
Heavy weapon, Lovely Tom, that changes during fighting.
For those that do not like me cussing, I am very sorry. I am not very family friendly. Sorry. That's dealing way too much damage. That can't be a true string. That can't be a true string. That has to be like maybe they didn't set up the dummy to block right afterwards. I can understand if it was like on counter hit, but on regular hit, it's a free string that does 59 damage.
Techniques she has at her disposal.
特徴的なところで言うと小技ですね。まずはこのアパスト、ニーナと同じアパスト、これが強い。
So like Nina, she also has the uppercut with the straight punches with cross.
はい。で、小技で
And yeah, they kind of fight kind of similar with some strings. They've always been known to have some shared strings here and there, Nina and Anna.
A few of these quick moves and look for fish for counter hits.
でアパストから、
What? She just like canceled it right there.
新しい構えに行けます。
By holding forward during the uppercut cross, you can go into a different stance.
これがハンマーチャンスっていうか。
How many stances does he have?
こんな感じでいろんな技が出せます。
And you can have other techniques available from the stance.
カオスジャッジメントに
Yeah, the chaos stance.
You can also transition to chaos
She says she don't have strong lows. Well, I need to see exactly if that's the truth because Store Fruit says something else, and I want to know what that looks like.
制圧力の高い近距離戦を仕掛けることが可能です。
So she has some of these quick techniques at her disposal, but also some of the more powerful techniques using Lovely Tom to get the advantage on her opponent.
We Yoshi mains will play in peace while everybody else is going to fight how OP other characters are. Bro, I bet you were scared of Eddie too. Me? Yeah, I am.
強い攻撃方法が取ることが
I still don't have the character. I still don't have Eddie. I don't have the character still, and I still have to like basically go through the fight and learning the matchup to see if I can do something against Eddie.
できます。And then other
Oh, not me? Oh, somebody else. I'm talking about somebody else.
and open up defensive players.
あとはキャンセル特殊構えを使った絡め手だったり、専用のデバフ効果、後ほど説明しますけど、衰弱状態というものがあって、
Excuse
相
me.
手のペースを崩しやすい戦い方ができます。
So you can use cancel some of these strings and go into stances, or she has a special unique mechanic that has like a debuff effect on her opponent.
はい、その分、短所としては2択が強い分、ローリスクな攻め手が少なく、読みが通らないとダメージが取りづらいキャラになっています。
So the kind of drawback of Anna is that
Okay, that I know. That I know that move is a launching normal hit move. That I do know. I just want to know on block what it is.
she doesn't have any really good low risk moves to throw out there. You have to kind of commit to one of the choices, and if you aren't reading your opponent correctly, then it's tough to give damage to them.
はい、2択を仕掛けるために、しゃがみを作ったり、横移動をしたりと、一手必要になっているので、相手の出方を伺う必要があります。
So you'll need to crouch to start up some of these things.
Oh wait, so that sidestep move she just used is -11. Is that a launch?
Start off from a sidestep position. So you really have to look at your opponent's tendencies and judge correctly.
あとは確定反撃と切り返しが、ちょっと乏しいので、ディフェンシブな戦い方はあまり向いてないキャラになっています。
She doesn't have as many punishing techniques as other characters or moves that can kind of change the tide of the battle compared to other characters.
はい、じゃあ、アンナを使う上で、簡単に、4つぐらい技を覚えておくと戦いやすくなるので、それぞれ説明します。
So now we'll talk about some of the key techniques you'll want to start off with when you first pick up Anna.
まず、この前々 RP、ヘッドレスコーチですね。このホーミングアタックで上段
What was that?
プラス4フレームが取れると。
First off is
That's 4/4 too?
which does it's a homing attack actually.
+4.
It is a high attack. Though when your opponent blocks, it leaves
It's a high attack, but it's +4 on block.
you at a +4 frame advantage.
例えばこれをガードすると4フレーム。
And it's 17 frames on startup. That's crazy.
相手のジャブに対しては、パストで展開を作れると。
So if your opponent's going for jabs, you can lock them up with this move and continue your attacks.
はい。で、ヒット時に追撃もできる。
Wait. They say it's homing. It's a high. It's 17 frames on startup. Bro.
特殊な技も持っています。
If it does hit, you can. There's also follow-up attacks available.
はい。で、これを嫌がる人には、次に紹介するこの前々 LKRP っていう技がありまして。
So for people who
Wait, what?
前 LKRP っていう技がありまして。
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
kind of
Yoshi has back two
catch on
too.
that attack, there's some other options that she can use after that.
なんで、上段を振って展開を作りつつ、で、しゃがむ相手にはこういうのでヒート発動を狙うと。
So you can use the attack to kind of lock down your opponent, and then when they catch on and start trying to duck, you have this other option which ends in a heat engager.
はい。
That also hits mid if you can.
ガードされても反撃を受けないので非常に使いやすい技になります。
-7, okay.
Also another note is even if you do use this,
I mean, it is a heat move, so it makes sense. It's -7. I just hope it doesn't have a lot of tracking.
and your opponent blocks, there's no punish to that.
で、当然、ウィリアムス姉妹おなじみのアパスト、これは非常に使いやすくって、前を入れることでハンマーチャンスに展開できまして、
Like her sister, you can go
That's +6? What the fuck?
from the uppercut you have various attacks from that.
でこれを暴れてくる人には
Okay, that's not a counter hit launch, is it? It's only plus 14, so we may only get like a heat engager move. That's it, maybe.
こうカウンター取って両キックでヒート発動みたいなこともできます。
And so, for people who try to interrupt your combination, you can actually choose to follow up with that kick.
Okay, so it's minus 21. It's minus 21, so it is launchable. You can't launch this. This low you can definitely launch. I was thinking that maybe it was gonna be launchable, but let me see that one more time.
For people who try to interrupt your combination,
Okay, he showed it right there. You can go into a heat engager immediately. Makes sense. But look how fast she's going into her crouching state from a heat engager to go into that low. That is crazy.
kick and fish for counter hits.
で最後もう一個、使いやすい技を紹介しますが、この 1RK ですね、ミストレスヒールっていう技ありまして、
I forgot what the English name is. It's called Mr. Steel in Japanese, but it's 1RK だっけ? So down back.
That kick looks so similar to some other character. I forget who it was though. Like, oh yeah, Asusena. Does she have a similar kick that goes into that? Like, it looks so similar to Asusena.
ハンマーチャンスに行けて展開を作れると。
What was that?
So down back right kick.
これもハンマーチャンスに行けて
Minus 14. Okay.
展開を作れると。
And you can use that to get into the hammer chance.
Man, you guys are going through a war right there in the chats. You and Kobe and Lost.
To then pressure opponent with those attacks.
でこれがカウンターヒットすると、相手が大幅有利な状態になって、自分が大幅有利になって、
What the fuck?
大幅有利な状態になって、
Wait.
自分が
Plus 13 on a counter hit. Jesus. Okay.
大幅有利になって、ハンマーチャンス中の LP ですね、これが連続ヒットします。
If you do catch them with a counter hit on this, there is a guaranteed follow up with LP.
はい。
Left punch.
なので、この技と、失礼。この技と、
That launch?
So the high, the mid combination, uppercut cross combinations.
使っていくと、結構アンナの主要な技で展開を作ることができます。
And the down back right kick are the moves you're going to want to look at first.
で、ヒート発動から今回しゃがみ帰着が選べるようになっているので、この辺も強いポイントですね。
Ah, okay, so you get that, okay.
Obviously, you can choose to follow your opponent and
My thing is, if you don't like something, don't announce it to the world. Just quietly drop whatever you don't like. Maybe I'm old school. Yeah, that's also true. But I think it's also the fact that since we're all very passionate for the game, we want the game to succeed. We want the game to get better. We want to enjoy the game that we all like. So I think that's the reason why that we tend to overly critique or complain about the games that we enjoy. And that's why that we tend to be very passionate. I say passionate, but you can see it negatively or positively. But in my case, it's more like a toxic positivity or something like that. I don't know, or passion. Toxic passion, I think that's what it is that I want to say. When it comes to the game.
which gives you mix-up options.
はい、以上が、立ち回りで使えるおすすめ技です。
Get out of here with that shit, Laws. You guru ass. Weakness of the mind.
So those are the techniques you'll want to look out in neutral.
で、ここから2択の紹介をしていきますね。まずアンナ、非常に2択が豊富でして、立ち状態はまずはこのアッパーストレートと、先ほど紹介したこの 1RK が2択になってます。
So for the mix-ups, Anna's got lots of them. First, you'll be looking at the uppercut cross, and then the down back right kick he was just talking about.
はい、続いてしゃがみ状態で、立ち途中右パンチのリフトショットと、
For crouching, we've got while standing right punch.
しゃがみ前進中のコールドブレードですね。これが2択の中段と下段になります。
Which is starting from a crouching and then down forward and right punch, I believe it is good mix up from crouching.
はい、であと横移動、この両パンチのブラッディカオスと横移動中 RP カオステールですね。こちら
What? She has another low that goes into what?
この両パンチのブラッディカオスと横移動中 RP カオステール。
Holy shit, you gotta be careful with Anna.
中段と下段の2択も。
And from a side step, you've got both punch buttons giving that mid option, and then あとなんだっけ、右パンチだっけ、
右パンチ、横移動。
right punch while side stepping for that low option.
この下段ノーマルヒットはプラスマイナス0ですけど、カウンターヒットするとプラス14フレーム取れるので、ここからまたこういった2択。
What?
カウンターヒットするとプラス14フレーム取れるので、ここからまた
Oh, okay, okay. I thought that he can guarantee into that.
プラス14ですね。
Oh, so on hit, on normal hit, it's basically zero, plus or minus 0. But if you can counter hit them with that, you'll have plus 14 frames.
はい。なんでアンナを使う人は、しゃがみからの2択をどうやって展開作るかっていうのが結構重要になってきます。
So if you want to play Anna effectively, you're going to be making a lot of use of these, from crouching
Ooh.
mix-ups.
この辺も、結構コンボも簡単なので、これカウンターヒットしたら RP 連打して RPLPRP ってやると50ダメージとか取れますね。
So it's pretty easy. You can do mostly jamming on RP, sometimes in the middle of that RP, LP, RP, to do 50 some damage. So for beginners, it's quite easy.
はい、続いて、新
You don't feel rod when I lose? I feel that way a lot of the times when a move ends up being, let's say, like Nina's, since when we're seeing Nina on screen, Nina doing, I think it's down 4-3-4, or is it down 3-4-3? I don't know which the string is. She does that 3-hit kick string. She goes into a low, into a high, into a mid. If you try sidewalking that, the last hit will still land on you, even if you're already sidewalking her behind. That is some crazy stupid shit right there. It's not really reasonable to see that happen. Now, of course, you can beat it by ducking the first hit by blocking it. Then the second hit whiffs, and then you can launch her from right there. But in a match, in an intense match, you're not going to immediately recognize that unless you see the move a dozen times. So that way you'll be able to then punish it accordingly. Or you can just simply go for, let's say, like a dick jab or something like that to beat it.
が前の、ハンマーチャンスですね。この前と LK で出せる。
I'm Rob. Lobo slaps me 24/7.
By inputting forward and left kick at the same time.
はい、こちらはですね、
Who's OP? Everybody in this game is OP right now. But if you want to know who is considered to be broken, the top 10 are at this point.
ハンマーチャンス LP で、発生の早い上段ヒート発動。
And that also includes Yoshi, since that's what everybody is saying about Yoshi. Which I do agree with, and with a lot of the things people say about Yoshi. There are just some things that people don't seem to realize about Yoshi's gameplay that is not very overpowered. It's the gimmick bullshit that he does that's overpowered, that's broken.
技が出ます。
From hammer chance, if you push left punch, you get that kind of fast activating move that's a heat engager on hit.
で、リターンの大きい RPLP、RP だったり、
I get the feeling that stream's gonna have a lot of tracking. Let me see something here again.
リターンの大きい RPLP、
Mid.
RP だったり、
Wait, what? Why was it mid, not mid high? Oh, so he has different follow-ups.
両パンチでこのガードさせても有利な状況を作れる技が出せます。
Also, if you want to go for damage, transition to the stance and then doing RP, LP, RP gives you some nice damage there. Or there's both punches move in that stance.
ガードさせて
I wonder if you can interrupt that.
ダメージが取れる。
You can use
That looks sidesteppable though. That move she just did. That move right there looks a lot like Negan's back 1+2 in Tekken 7. That move definitely should be sidesteppable.
block and also
No, but I saw the Yoshi part today. The game is in a good place. No, it's not. You're crazy lost. You think this game is in a good place. This game is not in a good place.
doing a little bit of chip damage there.
はい。で、さら 下段も下段はハンマーチャンス中の、LK かな LK で下段が取れる。
There's also a
Wait. What?
上の、LK かな
+6.
LK で下段が取れる。
And it forces crouch.
there's also a left kick option.
I wonder if you, with the new system now that you're allowed to step to both sides while crouching, maybe that setup where you go for a wolf stunning 4, you can beat it.
From the hammer chance.
I mean, you can enjoy the game. It's fine to enjoy the game and say that you like the game. There's nothing wrong with that. But to consider the game to be in a good state, that's your subjective opinion. There's already a lot of players that say that the game is not in a good state. People who say that the game is in a good state without evaluating all the bad parts of the game are either, to me, I'm just saying, I don't want to put anybody out there, either are shills that they like the game because they're sponsored by the company, or two, they just genuinely like the game. They don't see any wrongs with the game. And in my opinion, this game is not in a good state. It really is not. And in fact, people like GM, like Fighting GM, he is a well-renowned League player. He doesn't go into tournaments anymore, but he is still well-renowned. One of the best League players in the world in America. And this dude, even he states that the game is not in a good state. This game is not in a state where you can even be trying to take people in tournaments. This game is not in a good state. It just isn't. I have all of you who are here, you already know from my videos and my shitty ass complaining the many times that I've showcased moments in the game where things have happened that should not have happened. Right? Because of either tracking or there's problems with the hitboxes or problems with the moves in the game. It happens often in my gameplay and other people's gameplay too. There's tons of clips out there, but there's a lot of professional players, or not a lot. There's a minority of professional players that'll say that the game is not in a good state, and that it's in a good state, that it's in a good state, and that's not true. They're not seeing it from the whole purview of how the game is in now, if that makes sense, right? How I'm saying it.
これもしゃがみになったりするので、ここからもしゃがみ2択に行けますよ。
And you can also choose to go from crouching mix-ups from there because you can.
Yeah, that's true. That could be the case of why the tracking in the game is currently the way it is. It's for the newer players to have an easier time to get in. That really is the case. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong on that. But that's the problem, because they're making it more based on the casual audience. They can just press buttons and they can hit you while you're trying to step them. That already contradicts their whole plan on buffing sidesteps, right? You know how everybody was talking about on release that the game was, oh, sidesteps were buffed. It's buffed now. You can actually move in this game. That's a lie. I mean, it's not a lie. It is true. Sidesteps have been buffed. But in the same time, they buff the hell out of tracking and the hurt boxes in the game when you're trying to press buttons on against the opponent. That is also true. So in the same way, they buffed forward the side steps, but they also buff tracking. So it's one step back and one step forward, one step back type of deal.
Return to crouching.
ただまあノーマルヒットマイナス3フレームなんで、まあ、カウンターとかから
Sorry, yeah, it's not because you'll be whipping on Samurai Cutter. Bro, I kid you not. I kid you freaking not. Yesterday and before yesterday, and the 3 days ago, I've been playing, trying to get to GOD with Yoshimitsu, and I have used Samurai Cutter so many times that I have lost count the amount of times that I have whiffed the move up close. I'm talking about, like, you can see the sword going through the legs. You can see it going through the legs, and it would still freaking whiff.
まあ行ったりするといいかもしれないですね。
That said, it is -3 on normal hit, so you might want to look for counters to press your advantage.
はい、以上がまあ2択の、紹介とハンマーチャンスから出せる技でした。
And that's some of the mix-ups and some of her moves available from the hammer chance stance.
はい、続いて、ですね、これは見せたので、あとこれですね、ハンマーチャンスから RPRP
The game is about offense, not about punishing. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, if you have no defensive way to play the game, then how are you ever going to press buttons? A good example will be against that one tournament where that bear player was fighting against, who was it? I forget the guy he was fighting against. I think it was, oh yeah, it was Joka. It was Joka against the other guy. I forget who it was. He was fighting against a bear, and I don't know which character he was playing. I think it was Fengwei. And what happened in that match? Nico and Joka, yes, he just kept on getting chipped. He couldn't really press anything because he kept on getting like Kuma goes into heat, he goes into his electrics, just throwing that electrics back and forth, 50-50 the hell out of Joka. Joka can't do shit with one of the better characters in the game, mind you, and he's still getting killed. He can't do anything about that. There's barely any counterplay to that. There is counterplay, but it's a big risk, and that's the problem. If he takes that risk and he makes the wrong read on the Kuma player, he gets killed. Right? That's the particular problem of the game. There's a lot of that happening in the game. It's not just with Kuma. There's a lot of characters too that have their own bullshit that doesn't make any sense.
入力するとヒット時に新しいそのプレジャータイム
No, it's not the majority of situations. That's true, but there are a lot of variables that happen in the game that does lead into a situation that's similar to that, especially when it comes to heat or when it comes to the character's kit, right? Specifically.
これ英語何やっけ？
まず、まあ、こ
Oh,
の
that's cool. That's
ど
cool.
こも担ぐ
I feel like we're not even like watching the stream at this point. We're just all arguing about the game.
Another stance actually she has if you go into Hammer Chance do right punch called pleasure.
Holy shit! What the frick? Okay, wait.
取ります
There's another stance actually she has if you go into Hammer Chance do
Okay, she whipped there.
punch.
But if she does it immediately, she gets an. Oh my god.
Japanese. Sorry, I don't have the English direct in front of me. But you can notice she takes it out, the weapon out, Lovely Tom, as a bazooka.
はいでまあこのプレジャータイム中 RP で
Wait. She had two different rockets there. This one did a lot of damage, and the other one put like Nina into some kind of debuff of some kind.
貫通弾が打てて
You can choose to have a piercing.
5% less of the time. Nah, bruh. No.
LP で、まあ、この炸裂弾ってまあ相手にデバフ効果
I want to see your matches lost, because if I don't know which games you're getting into, that's not really show. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one who's getting like really bad matches.
を付与する、弾が打てます
Or with left punch, you can. It has a.
See, right there. Like she did that, and then he put a debuff on Nina, and only did like 53 damage instead.
Hit of your opponent. これガードでもデバフ。
そうです
ガードでも。
ガードでも
Even on block.
でまあこう衰弱状態になるとキャラクターに、まあ、ちょっと今弱ってますよっていうエフェクトだったりキャラクターの、ハッドですねキャラクターアイコンにも今衰弱状態ですよっていう
RPG みたいな感じだね。
はいまあ、鉄拳初のデバフ効果が
First time we've done this in Tekken, but you can see the effect was on the character, kind of a rough, the purple outline.
Okay.
And then if you look at the character icon on the top right of the screen, you'll also see.
Okay, so you see how Nina is in that debuff? It's not poison then. This is not a poison debuff. Her health is not lowering. And I was thinking that maybe it could be tied to her heat, that maybe her heat will lower. But that's not happening either, so that has to be something else.
This notifies of being in that debuff state.
はいでこの衰弱状態って一体何なのかっていうと
So what is it? Okay,
はい
let's talk about it.
どんな攻撃を、ガードしても削りダメージを受けてしまう、まあ、相手側がですね
So, in that state, your opponent will take chip damage from any attack, not just the ones normally set to do that.
こんな感じで相手の体力見てほしいんですけど
Look at the life gauge on the top right.
アンナがヒートでもないのに削りダメージが入っていると
So Anna's not in the heat state, but you can see the.
So you mean to tell me that if she debuffs her target, all it removes deal chip damage? Is that this character's gameplay?
Recoverable gauge being induced.
どうやって、解除するかっていうのをお見せします。
So, if you're the opponent, how do you remedy that?
失礼。Okay, what it's trying to do here?
ちょっと待ってくださいね。Hold on a second. He's trying to get it set up correctly.
Shut up, Clarence. Are they trying to figure out the move? Oh wow.
こんな感じでデバフ状態になったら、
So now when the opponent is in the debuff state,
アンナに攻撃をヒットさせるとデバフが解除される。
Does the buff last forever?
if the opponent attacks Anna,
こんな感じで。
then the
Okay,
effect
okay.
is removed. Block.
But he doesn't say whether or not if the effect lasts for the entire game.
じゃなくて、
当てなきゃいけないですね。
So not on block, you have to actually hit her.
はい、なので、アンナは相手をデバフ状態にしたら、相手がジャブだったり、そのローキックみたいな小技で、きっと解除してくるだろうってとこで、そこで手玉に取って、下段はカウスジャッジメント。
It's the entire round? Didn't they just say that they was going to nerf Chip in the game? So why are they... Oh my goodness, these developers don't seem to understand anything about the feedback that we have been telling them.
この衰弱状態の駆け引きになります。
So what happens is when you have your opponent in the debuff state, you know that they're going to try to remove that state by doing quick attacks. If that's a low, then you can go into Chaos Judgment. If you think they're going to do a jab, then you have your other options that you would do from crouching, etc.
はい、で、ここにプラクティスにもこのデバ
It goes away when you hit Anna, but when you hit her like directly, or even when she's blocking? Because if it's only when you hit her, then that's going to be difficult at the higher levels.
フ状態を作る機能があるんで、これで試してみても。
And there's an option in practice to set this on the debuff state, so you can practice different setups.
これがアンナの、かなり特徴的な、専用の状態となってます。このデバフが、アンナしか今持ってない、専用の、状態異常効果になります。
And so this actual mechanic is something unique to Anna, so none of the other characters have it.
はい、次にじゃあヒートの説明します。
I mean, yeah, the weakness to this move is you hit Anna. That's basically the weakness. As long as you hit her, you get off from the debuff. That sounds wrong. I meant to say that you remove the debuff on you if you hit Anna.
So next, let's go into the heat description.
はい、ヒート中の強化要素3つありまして、1つがヒート中のみ使用できる技によって、相手を先ほど説明した衰弱状態にしやすくなると。
So one of the aspects of Anna when she's in the heat state is it's easier to inflict that debuff.
Set up lost. You stupid. Holy crap! Look at the chip damage on that shit. And they're supposed to gonna nerf Chip in season 2, but Anna is dealing crazy amounts of Chip.
So up forward,
And this isn't Heat.
left kick to left punch.
これを相手に触れればもうすぐにデバフ状態にできるので、これがかなり強い。
So if you can touch your opponent with it, then you can apply that debuff effect to them.
はい、攻撃の発生遅いんですけど、ガードされても有利な
Wait, so you can apply that debuff as many times as you want, even on block?
状況で、プラス4フレームなので、ここからまたパストで攻めたりできますね。
It's slow.
I mean, it's a high, so you can duck it, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. But if she has another setup where she can go into a mid instead that doesn't apply the debuff but still hits you, then that's worrisome.
It's +4 on block, so you can continue your offense.
Yes, plus 4 on block. So you'll have to be careful then right afterwards. You can just continue applying chip on you, and if you don't duck against her, you'll just continue eating up the the setup, the loop. Basically, you can get looped. I can imagine now people that get Ana and they just do this string over and over again. They just apply it every single time, and just dealing tons of chip damage. Because most players at the lower ranks, they don't duck, they don't crouch. They just press buttons.
はい、でもう一つが、ラブリートムによる攻撃がパワーアップして攻撃力アップします。
Another is more powered up attacks using Lovely Tom, where the damage increases.
はい、ちょっとこれはヒートじゃない状態から見せますね。
Yeah, she has a mid attack that also applies the debuff. I think it's when she enters into the stance, the low crouch stance thing that she does.
So, for example, the slash kick with a left kick and then right punch following it, that's the normal attack for her.
これがヒートになると
And during heat,
打つ球の数が増えます。
Holy, shit, bro! I felt that. 64 damage if you're in heat. She's literally a monster of a class of a character. She's definitely gonna be top 10. She is definitely gonna be top 10. At least top 10.
the number of shots increases.
ダメージちょっと見てほしいんですけど、かなり
Just look at that, and that's on unless that's on counter hit. She can only get that unless she gets the hit off on the counter hit on the first hit. Then okay, but if you can do that on normal hit as well, that's crazy.
そうですね。
ニーナと同じく球の打つ数が増えます。
You can see, like her sister, her attacks from the firearm increase during the heat state.
はい、これしかもガードされても特に反撃がないので非常に扱いやすいです。
But when blocked, there's no opponent punishes or anything.
But you can't punish that if you block it. And look at the chip damage. It isn't much, but still.
結構チャット欄がうわー、oh my god って言ってるけど
What? Oh my goodness.
結構チャット欄がうわー、oh my god って言ってるけど
He's +2. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like crazy, like plus at the wall. Alright, so it's only +2, but that still gives her advantage.
あと横にそんな強くない。
So, obviously it is during the heat state, so people freaking out in chat, please keep that in mind.
Oh, that's the Lola you was talking about? Okay, that's crazy. That's dumb. But okay, let's see.
はい、で3つ目の
Look at that. You can't interrupt that.
これはいつもある。あれの
なんでしょう。
ゲラン攻撃って、
はい、
ゲランパリできる。
このスライディング。
あ、そうそうそう。
これはできると思います。
Also, you can low parry that, obviously.
I mean, of course you can low parry it, but the still the damage you're doing with this move alone. And and if you block it, you don't even get a big return for it. You just simply have to block it. The only possible thing you can possibly do, I hope to God, that the tracking of this move is not very high, so that you can, yeah, like what Starford just said just now, that you can sidewalk it.
Nice.
はい、あとはですね、アンナの、コンセプトである二択能力ですねが強力になって相手のガード、崩す能力が、上がります。二択が強力になるという。
Yeah, it seems like you will have to low parry it. That's crazy.
Mix up options during heat as well to open up opponents.
例えば、このコールドブレード、これが強力になりますね。
For example, cold blade, that while crouching down forward right punch.
これが今ちょっとカウンター後になってる。
What do they call it? They call it wall blade
普段のコールドブレードがこう。
So
or
that's
whole blade. I don't know. Sounds cool when they say it like that
コ
though.
ールドブレード、しゃがんだ状態で 3RPLP って入れるとこう、二段
What?
コールドブレード、しゃがんだ状態で 3RPLP って入れるとこう。
Okay. This is in heat, I guess. So it only works in heat, maybe?
しゃがんだ状態で 3RPLP って入れるとこう、二段
Alright.
And during the heat state, if you do input the move but then follow it up with the left punch, it's a 2-hit.
例えばこういうところからコールドブレードやるとバックラッシュで避けられたりするときにこっちを出すと追いかけて
Okay, so you can follow it up when you want to use it, but the question is, can
こっちを出す
You use it out of heat? I guess not then, yeah. Because you are using your heat when doing it.
So, for example, if your opponent tries to evade from with backdashes, you can actually follow them with that second hit.
62 damage from that. You can probably get more damage depending on how you cancel out of that.
はい、で当然その2択が強力になるっていうことで対になる中段の選択肢ですね。
Next up, we're going to look at mix-up options for mid.
しゃがんだ状
How are you not even showing what it does on block? So I can see if it's not like safe on block when you use it.
While crouching, then you put LP. So down forward, left punch.
普段はこれヒート発動技。
She has mix. I mean, she already has mix as it is, but now she has this move.
It's normally a heat engager.
で、ヒート中になると、ヒートダッシュで。
And it heat dashes into a combo.
追いかけて追撃ができるので。
So since it is a heat engager, during the heat state, you can choose to do the heat dash. 要はヒートのメカニクスを使ってヒートダッシュするってことですね。
そうです。
Oh, he fucked up the combo.
で、中段も下段も非常に強力な2択をかけれるようになると。
So you can follow up your mid attacks to chase down your opponent.
こんな感じで下段を攻めたり。
So you can hit them with low attacks, or then if they're just crouching, then
Nice. I don't think you can end it there, maybe.
下段のコンボも狙えるよっていうところで、2択能力がアップします。
He has pretty cool looking
So
combos.
get better with her mix-ups during the heat state.
はい、こんな感じです。
59. Nah, you can probably get more.
That's what it looks like.
はい、じゃあ最後に、ヒートスマッシュの特徴を紹介します。
Next, about the heat smash.
これちょっとステージを変えますね。
I really doubt she'll be bottom tier. This does not look bottom tier to me. This at least looks like top 10. To me, it looks top 10 for now. We don't know until we see the entire game update on April 1st. But to me right now, this is looking like top 10 levels of like stuff.
So let's change the stage real quickly.
ここがいいかな。どうだったっけな。確かそうだったかな。はい。で、ちょっとヒートスマッシュ特徴的なところを紹介しますと、ちょっと一旦ハードウォールブレイクのところに持っていきます。
So now he's just setting up the stage with hard wall break to show off some things.
アンナのヒートスマッシュ、こちら。
Her heat smash breaks walls, which makes sense. But it also puts her at a debuff. That's crazy.
エールウィズラブっていう名前なんですけど、13フレームの中段攻撃でしゃがみステータスが付与されてます。
So the heat smash is
13 frames? It's 13 frames? I didn't even pay attention to that.
発生13の中段攻撃でしゃがみステータスが出始めになります。
with
Nah, can we just get a buff for a Yoshi's heat smash? It's a little faster. I would like that.
crouch status.
で、見てもらった通り、ウォールブレイクやウォールブラストを誘発可能になってます。
And it induces wall splat.
はい、ハードウォールブレイクであっても一発で壊せる。
So
Wait, he said that it induces
she can break the wall with one hit.
はい、
Okay.
さらに相手を先ほど紹介した衰弱状態、デバフ状態にするっていう効果もついてます。
Yoshi ain't need buffs. Nah, give him a lot of buffs. Give him a whole lot of buffs. Make people angry.
クレイジャー、はい、シーズン2で一部のキャラが持っている構えからヒートスマッシュっていうものが出せるので、このハンマーチャンスから出したり、このクレイジャータイムから狙うことができます。
Nah, it's the starter frames that I'm talking about. If they can buff the starter frames with the move, that would be nice.
And since in season 2, characters can now perform the heat smash during their
ご
stances,
めんなさい、僕間違えました。ハンマーチャンスからは出せて、
Anna can do the heat smash during the
あ
hammer
と
chance.
カオスジャッジメント中も出せます。
And also
Yoshi down players, man.
ただし、
プレジャータイムからはちょっと出せないようになってます。
but not during the pleasure time. Sorry, I don't know if that's the English name or not.
ここからは出せないです。ここからは出せないです。
Yeah, that's true.
Because
You get past them if you use it.
kneeling down with the bazooka.
And it also depends, because sometimes if they are grounded and you use a heat smash, you can still hit them. I don't know if you can still do that now in the state of the game.
Readying to fire.
ここから出せ
So,
ないです。
you can't perform a heat smash from that move.
No, I think it's fine. His heat smash is great. I will wish that his heat smash was faster, like around 14 frames. Cause man, I just hate getting hit by Jack's heat smash that does like what 11 frames, 12 frames on startup. Some characters have really fast heat smashes, and when I use it, I get interrupted like crazy. So I barely ever use it. I just use other moves.
まあでもそうなんならドーンって出すね。
はい。で、
By the way, this is at the highest level I'm talking about. At the highest level. I'm not talking about like in the lowest level. If I was playing, let's say somebody from purple ranks, like around the ruler ranks, or even blue ranks, I would still use Heat Smash because it's easier to actually use. But in the higher levels, like around Tekken God and above, trying to use Heat Smash is gonna get interrupted. At least with Yoshi, that's my experience.
まあ、これ何が強いかっていうと、しゃがみステータスがついているので、例えば相手のジャブを読んで出すとうまく当てることができます。
ヒーツスマッシュ。
はい。例えば、
デバフ効果で解除したい、ジャブ出したいっていう時に。
例えばここで、普段だったらジャブで割り込まれちゃって、この RK はカウンター取れるんですけど、これアッパーストガードさせた後に、
Yeah, it's good. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that when using it at the highest level, it can get easily interrupted. The range, yeah, it has good range, but when you're fighting against somebody with low health and they're gonna use rage at you, you have to be very careful when using it.
こんな感じで、
Since it has that crouching status, obviously, when opponents trying to interrupt your string with a jab,
アッパースト前は
Then maybe you're just luckier than me then, or maybe you're applying it better than me.
しゃがみステータスで相手のジャブを潜って当てること。
you can go into the hammer chance from the uppercut straight, the cross straight into hammer chance, and then do the heat.
Wait, I'm fucking talking to you guys and I'm not seeing what's going on here. What the hell?
Into the hammer chance from the uppercut. Straight,
Oh, okay.
the cross straight into hammer chance.
I thought he's just something crazy.
Smash to go under their jab.
まあ、こんな感じで使うことができるので、まあ、かなりヒートスマッシュは使いやすくて、強力なので、まあ、アンナは
Yeah, when you use the heat smash and go into Dragonfly stance, yeah, it's very, very strong. I think you're plus 14 when you enter into Dragonfly stance from heat smash. I'm just talking about mostly when you're trying to use it against somebody and they see that you're attempting to do something with your heat, right? So a lot of the times I don't use it because they can easily interrupt it.
使う方はぜひヒートスマッシュで、まあ、いろんなところからデバフを狙ったり、しゃがみステータスを駆使して、技を振っていくと、まあ、結構うまく
But now that in season 2 they're going to make it so that characters can go into heat burst or even do their heat smashes from stance, I guess this is gonna make Yoshi's heat smash pretty good.
決まるんじゃないかなと思います。
So Anna's heat smash is quite useful. Also, the various different tools she has from crouching stance and that crouch status moves.
It's gonna make it a whole lot better than it is now.
What to try when you pick up a character.
逆にじゃあ弱点は
ヒートスマッシュですか？
いやじゃなくてアンナの弱点。
まあ、アンナの弱
すげえ強そうに見えるみたい
基
な。
本的には、切り返しがあまり強くないので、あと確定反撃もそんなに強くない。で、相手が、まあ、自分がディフェンシブなスタイルは非常に向いてないので、守りに、特化して立ち回ろうとすると弱いですね。
So So Harada was asking, she seems quite strong from what you've been talking about so far. What's her weaknesses? And Nakatsu just mentioned that not many like low risk pokes from the low attacks, and then also not a good variety of punishers that many characters have, and also not very suited to defensive players. So if that's your thing, this is not a character that suits your style, perhaps.
Yeah, she does look like a character that doesn't really have a lot of like defensive means to apply. That's true. But saying that she doesn't have a lot of good ways to, well, I guess poke, they mean it in poking wise at lows, and not having good punishers, that's subjective. You can probably figure out a way to actually use her punishers pretty well, depending. You gotta go. Go have a good one, Starfruit.
あとはまあローリスクな攻め手が少ないっていうのも弱みですね。あとはまあ2択をかけるにはこの横移動だったり、
いちいちなんかステップを挟まなきゃいけない
挟まなきゃいけないので、
And also, there's like one step added to the process when you want to mix up your opponent a lot of times because you have to uh, go to the side and side step first, or to crouch first, or something like that.
はい、なんでアンナがなんか手出してきたなって思ってこうわまずい様子見しようってなると逆にアンナの思うツボなので、
サイドステップしたなと思ったら大体こういうことやってくるなっていう。
はい。
So
ま
yeah,
あバレがちなんだよね
your opponent, if they know Anna, then they can see things like a sidestep or a crouch and kind of have a good idea of what you're trying to do.
I hope that's the case.
ファンが強力じゃないっていうのがちょっと最大の弱点かもしれない
そうですね。まあそんなに強い角犯は
Also, not having very good punishment techniques is going to make it difficult.
はいという感じでアンナをざらっと説明しました。
So that's a review of Anna coming next week.
そうですね。1週間
Oh, that's it? Okay.
使えるようになるんで、まあ、ちょっとまあ自分が紹介したのを参考にしつつも、まあ、プラクティスにもいろいろ使い方はここに入ってますんで。
So hopefully that'll give you a few ideas to check out when you pick up the character next week. Like all the other characters, look into the move list for some tips as well.
毒状態と
はい。
ヒートの削りかぶるかチェックしといた方がいいと思う
そうですね。ちょっと自分もそれ見てきてなかったんで、まあ、こんな感じで。
そうならないはず
Wait, what is that? Oh, she did it
こんな
again.
感じで。
Oh, so she has a 15 frame launcher. Okay.
なんかナップというふうに言えた
Same to like Nina.
かかってたような気がするけど、ちょっと今正確じゃないんで
Question is it safe on block?
はいという感じで、まあ、配信されたらいろいろ参考にしつつ
Power Crush.
Yep, so we hope that we've given you guys a few ideas for when she's released next week.
じゃあ一旦スライドの方に
はい
押してもらいましょうかはいアンナの話を、もろもろさせていただいたんですが、
Mm-hmm.
続いて
続いて
皆さんお待ちかね第2弾ですね、バランス調整のお話です。まあこれも全部は話さないけどね、全部話す
これは全部はなかなか難しいんで、
すごいある
はい、
私俺が
一旦巻いて
Let's just skip this part.
ます。
Please.
変わらずにないのにそうもう
じゃないですけど実況
We have detailed notes on why we made these changes with the patch notes. So we really prefer that people have that game in front of them. They have the patch notes. They have the comments of why we did these things. All is one set. We think that's the best way to do it. So it's just a little bit longer for the wait.
はいまあいい雰囲気ならないっていう使ってて
There's nothing better.
はい、これはもうはいもちろんヒートシステムの攻防のバランスを見直すっていう
Alright.
守り面の強化ですね。あとはより遊びやすくするために、まあ、操作性の改善だったり、まあ、いろんな改善を加えるっていうのはこの3つがバトル方針になってます。
So just to give a recap, if you didn't see the previous
Alright.
以下改善を行ってます。
Oh.
はい、
starting off in practice, we're going to go into the details.
はい、プラクティスで一個一個ちょっと説明する前に、ちょっとプラクティス自体も機能追加改善を行ってます。
ね。
はい、リスタートセッティングに、このプラクティスステージってものが追加されています。
So, and before that, we've actually made a few improvements to practice. So there is a new practice stage setting
はい。
the stage reset.
これ何かっていうと、リスタートすると、コンボチャレンジだったりコマンド再生でおなじみのステージに移
Okay.
動できて、これ500メートルぐらいあるんですけど、かなり広いステージで練習ができるようになってます。
およそ4倍ぐらいでね、一番長い。
It's a nice quality of life.
This new stage is about 500 meters, which allows you to practice a variety of different combos, etc. In case you don't know, that's basically 4 times the size of the biggest stage we have so far.
はい。で、わざわざちょっとプラクティスステージだけ呼び出すのめんどくさいなって人向けにタッチパッドと上を押すと、このプラクティス専用ステージにリスタートできるようになってます。
They should make this a stage. Like a free stage.
Touchpad and up on the directional buttons at the same time to directly access.
タッチパッドと上で移動。で、タッチパッドと横とか押すと、いつも通り壁際に行けたりと。
And then touchpad and left on directional button gives you a position right near the wall, etc.
はい。あとはですね、細かいんですけど、反撃設定。
That's nice. So that way we can practice our combos and not having to worry about the wall being there.
ガードだったり、しゃがみガードだったり、下段さばきだったり、
What?
相手の行動にダッシュ。
Why are they adding that as moves?
And so for your opponent's counterattacks, you can select
Oh.
Standing guard, crouching guard, backdash, forward dash, sidestep, low parries.
こんな感じで。
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
あとは相手の行動に、この受け身後の行動を設定できるようになってたり、
You can also now select what your opponent will do after ukemi.
この辺ですかね。移動、左横移動、
Okay.
右横移動、左歩き、右横歩きなバックダッシュなどの項目が追加されています。
So backdash, left and right, sidestep, and sidewalk, various different options.
はい。なんで、有利を取ってから 3LP 出してみるっていった連携をやったときに、どういう展開が作れるかとか読み合いになるかが調べやすくなってますね。
So for example, you can try to get a frame advantage and then follow up with the left uppercut to see, and then use these different options to see how that plays out when your opponent does different actions.
はい。じゃあ、大きなバトルシステムの変更点について説明します。
So now let's go into some of the battle adjustments.
はい。これはですね、ちょっと攻防のバランスを見直したり、ちょっと強力すぎた、攻めの二択の緩和っていう意味で、気合いダメの性能変更を行ってます。
And to alleviate some of the 50-50 mix-ups that were a bit overbearing, we changed the spec of the key charge.
はい。今までは気合いダメした後に攻撃が出るとカウンターだったんですけども、カウンター効果が、削除されてます。
So for those who've been with the series for a while, you know when you key charge before, your first hit would be attributed as a counter hit.
なので、カウンターで調べたいときにこのカウンターヒットをオンにしてもらうと、今まで通り、カウンターで。
So if you're someone like me who likes to do that to check out counter hit options, now you'll have to go into the menu itself and select counter hit from the property.
はい。なんで今までカップ
Why?
カウンターからこの RK が連続
You didn't have to do
気
that.
合いダメではこんな感じでガードできるようになっているので、コンボを決めた後に置き攻めで気合いダメをして、強力な二択を仕掛けるっていったような、一部のキャラでできていたような、ちょっと、なかなか攻めが強すぎたっていうところで気合いダメに変更が入ってます。
And as you saw with what Nakatsu was just doing with that counter, with Hwang and some other characters, they had very strong options. Like with Hwang, you just saw it continued to hit on that first hit. So it was a very strong strategy to do a key charge when your opponent was down, as an okizeme when they get up to hit them with stuff like this.
ただし気合いダメの、攻めの効果を残したかったので、初段のダメージ補正 150% になっていたり、相手が攻撃がガードされた時に気合いダメが解除されるような変更を加えてます。
But we didn't want it to have no positives to it, so the damage scaling was increased to 150 on that first hit after a key charge.
はい。まずこれが気合いダメの
What?
性能変更。
So if you key charge, you can deal more damage than usual, even on counter hit?
Changes regarding key charge.
はい。続いて空中コンボ指導技の軸直しっていうものを、シーズン2から入れました。
And next up is adjustments to have your character face the proper direction. A lot of times during combos or aerial juggles, you would see the character kind of get off axis, and this is addressed to help that.
He charged into Yoshi's up back 1+2 the new
今まで
strat.
鉄拳が 3D 格闘で、ちょっと横に少し移動すると、コンボが安定しないってことがよくあったと思うんですけど、浮か
What the fuck? She has a install now. Nah, okay. This is looking scary. She has 7 now from doing that? What the okay.
例えば順だったらシーズン1は
Now she has 10 if she gets to hit.
So what he's saying is
こ
that
こが当たらずにスカってました。
many of the attacks up until now, if you were just even slightly off axis, some of the other hits after that would whiff. With June, he was just showing an example of one of the combos that would whiff during partway through in season 1.
はい、シーズン2からは軸直しってものが入っているので、割と正面に近い形で、コンボが安定して
That's 20.
But for season 2, it was adjusted so that the character kind of recalibrates, and you're more consistent with your aerial juggles.
Oh, it's filling up like a gauge.
はい、でもう一キャラぐらいちょっと例えばリディアもよくあったんですけど、
Okay.
So now he's going to show kind of the same type of change, but with Lydia.
ちょっと横に移動した状態で、このライトみたいなのが当たって、このジャブがシーズン1はかなり使ってました。
So for that jab in season 1, that would often whiff.
なんでもうほぼジャブが安定して入って、
Ah, I see. I see what they mean.
割と正面に近い形で決めやすくなってます。
Because that kind of recalibration to center the character.
こういった、遊びやすさっていう意味での
But I don't think they're showing the right combos though. That tends to whiff at that angle though.
More, user friendly.
横移動でわざわざ相手の技をかわして攻撃を決めてうまいプレーしたのに、なぜかその後コンボがミスって、
See, like right there, yeah.
なるべく緩和したかった。
That makes sense from that angle.
軸によりますがかなり安定するようには、作ったつもりです。
And this is because we noticed a lot of people that did something really cool where they were properly evading their opponent's attacks, but then their follow-up combo with whiff partway through we felt was unfair, so we wanted to address that.
これなんか主に日本人がしてるんですけど、もともと軸ずれ前提のコンボあったじゃない。あれとかはどうなるんですかって質問が来てます。
かなり軸ずれてると、そこまで治るものじゃないんで、完全になくなるわけではないんですけど、ちょっとしたずれで安定しなかったところを手こ入れしてるので、ちょっとここは結構変わってるんで、一旦そのキャラごとに、調べ直しっていうのも必要になりますが、我々としては、うまいプレー、ちょっと横を取ってコンボを決めるときになるべく安定させてあげたかったっていう意味でこの、詞を入れてます。
So Verado was just saying the Japanese comments, a lot of people were wondering about there's certain combos where people would do this intentionally using that off axis. Nakatsu is saying when you're like heavily off axis, it doesn't change it that much. This is just in slight instances where people did.
ずれすぎてると、
Yeah, it depends on the character's combo structure.
So if you're heavily to the side, it's not like it's going to completely rearrange you to the front. But it is supposed to alleviate this a little bit.
はい。で、次にまたより遊びやすく分かりやすいっていうところを、考えて、このプラクティスではおなじみのこのコンボ表示だったり、カウンター表示だったりパニッシュ表示が、対戦中に出るようになりました。こちらちょっと対戦の映像を持ってきたので、実際、どういう感じになるかを、ご覧いただこうと思います。
So you'll notice on screen prompts for like clean hits or punish or these kind of things. And Nakatsu's brought footage of an actual match, so you can get a good idea what it'll look like. エヴァの動画でもね。
はい、じゃあ行きましょうか。
はい。
はい。
これバーサスモードの映像になります。
Did she just went into Heaven's Wrath from doing Sentai 2? Did they? That has to be punishable, right? I hope that's punishable. You can launch her when she does that.
これバーサスモードの映像になります。
She can charge it?
こんな感じでカウンターだとカウンター表示が出るようになってますね。
So that's the new move they gave to her? Okay.
Prompts showing up. According to the actions, right?
Did they lower the damage of Heat Smash? What was that? That red like flare. Okay. Oh, that's the new move. And it wall splats. That's crazy. Okay.
これやったんです。
その通りです。僕が堅くなに出さないポリシーを持ってた人だったんですけど、ここは
ハルさんちょっとエボの動画で
What?
堅くなに出さないポリシーを持ってた人だったんですけど、ここは
ハルさんちょっとエボの動画でも
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's legitimately pretty cool.
解説してるよね。
そうそう
ね。
いろいろ
Wait.
あったんですけど、こ
これ
こは
ハルさんちょっとエボの動画でも解説してるよね。
No, no, no. Now I gotta worry about her going into either her snake edge or into that mid. Oh no. I'm gonna get killed by Asuka. You're gonna see a lot of Asuka mains, watch.
いろいろ実は理由があって今はごちゃごちゃ言わないけど、
Not gonna lie though, she looks pretty cool now. She looks a lot more interesting than she is now.
まあでもオンオフ実はできるんで、
そうですね、出したくないって人もいると思うんで、ゲームオプションの中から、表示のオンオフが切り替えられるようになってます。
Okay.
タイマーの上に、バージョン情報っていうものが表示されて
That now heat engages now, so that's new.
ますけども、こちらも、大会設定等でオフにできるので、
Okay.
シーズン1の通り、バトルの情
That's a new low from Reina.
報でオフにできるので、シーズン1の通り、バトルの状況
And it puts her into Sentai stance. So she now has a new low that goes into Sentai stance. Shit.
表示も出したくないし、バージョン情報も出したくないって人は、設定でオンオフが切り替えることができます。
Why would you go and do that right there? Okay.
Some people mentioned that we didn't do that previously, but this is a change in the direction.
Okay, that's sick. That is sick. Even though that looks so strong, but that's sick. I like that.
You can still choose to turn this off if you want to.
And she can go into fucking. Oh my god.
In addition to what Nakatsu's talking about, there's the version displayed above the timer.
You missed.
So that's another thing that you can choose to turn off
I really do hope Yoshi gets some cool stuff. Please tell me he gets some cool stuff.
if you want to.
実際これ自分でも遊んで
Oh, she can go. Wait, can she always do that? Can she always go into that stance and then go into the rolling version of that stance?
見てるんですけど、そんなに遊んでて、表示は気にならない。
That must be new.
実際カウンターヒットだと、カウンターだと思って、カウンターで連続ヒット。
What?
ヒット確認したりっていうのも、簡単になったり、見ていて、今カウンターだったんだ、パニッシュ。
Wait, that's only in Heat that she does that? Okay.
このコンボすごいダメージだっていうのが分かりやすくなってるんで、観戦してる人だったり、
Didn't go into Heaven's Wrath that time.
実況解説の人にとってはかなり、
There she did it.
これはいいガイドになるんじゃないかなと思います。
大会はいいよ。
So Nakatsu is saying, he's been playing with this on for a while now, and can tell that it makes it a bit easy to understand because at a glance you can tell if you counter hit and then shoot.
Okay. I think she can always do that.
You'll know if you're doing
Look at that! She can literally just catch you off guard, thinking that you might go for Snake Edge, but she goes for a mid.
damage because of that. Also for streamers and people like that, or for
Yeah, Asuka is definitely eating.
It's more easy to understand what's going on to the game and touch on it.
Okay.
これチャット欄がアスカ
Was that always heat engager?
変更での
What the fuck?
And touch on it.
これチャット欄がアスカの変
She can go into stance by doing that?
更でのついてますね。
はい多分ここアスカ
Oh my goodness, she's gonna be a 50-50 monster.
こうまあ分かるように
新技出ちゃってる
ちょっとまあ入れてみたのでまあ後ほどでも
And if she counter hits, she gets that. Okay.
まあバトル状況表示に関しては以上ですかね
So that's just a brief summary
That's a launch. Asuka could have launched right there.
of the changes. And it seems a lot of people in chat are talking about
じゃあこれで
changes to the
一旦
characters
動画
themselves.
終了でお願いします
So we'll end that here.
でもまあ好評ですね。
Okay.
チャット
Ooh, new combos, new combos. No, that tornadoes now. That super spins. That's pretty cool for Asuka. That's actually pretty cool for Asuka. Okay.
So seems like a lot of people in chat like that. We'll leave it at that.
じゃあ
Okay.
行きましょうか。
はい
Oh, now Reina has her own super spin.
またゲーム画面の方に。はい。
Oh, why did it stop? Oh man, I wanted to see more.
そうそう各キャラごとの、まあ、大きな変更があったキャラいろいろ見せたいなと思ってるんですけど
Did I skip it by accident or was it them?
まああとそうですね。30分ぐらいはやってもいいですか。はい。はい。
わかんないですけど、まあ
They showed a lot. They showed a lot in that fight. Reina has like several new stuff she can do. Like I think she did down 2 into 1+2 it looks like, but it was like a crazy version of 1+2. And I guess it's only in heat that she can do that. Then she has a low that can go into Sentai stance. And if she counter hits, she gets a free hit from Sentai stance. I'm going to assume she can go into Sentai 3, and that's guaranteed. To heat engager. And she can also cancel out of stuff into her other stances.
まあちょっと
Asuka too, she has some crazy new stuff.
シーズン2にかけて結構大きな変更が入ったキャラを中心に、まあ、ちょっとだけ、パッチノートの中身も、込みで紹介したいなと思ってます。
So with the remaining time, which Nakatsu is trying to negotiate for more for the broadcast, he wants to show off some of the characters that changed the most. So let's jump straight into that.
Okay.
までやるか。
Dragonov?
いや僕がやってもいいですよ
Oh, shall you?
有給なんで。マジマジで。
So
本当
Rose
に。
said
本当に俺今日有給なん
we
で。
could do this until the evening, but
Oh, Azucena? Okay.
今日誕生日かつ実はこれ1時間しか寝てないデバフがかかってる状態なんで夜まで持たないかもしれないです
The one that changed the most. Okay, so there's hope there's some cool stuff for Azucena.
we're all kind of jet lagged from the return from GDC at the moment. He hasn't slept much, so
じゃあ
Alright. Stop yapping. Show me.
まずは、テッケントの新キャラクターの
That's Bay. I thought Bay for you was Alisa.
はい、アズセナはですね、シーズン1は、リベルタドールからの攻めてもうちょっと広げたいなっていうところで、かなりリベルタドール中の展開が変わるような変更を加えてます。
Clarence be liking that Latina.
to give her some more options from Libertador. So that's
I can have two. Ah, you pimp. You pimp.
はい、でシーズン1のもう
Okay,
技で
it's
すけど
plus 2.
リベルタドールに
And goes into stance. Okay. We saw that in the other Tekken talk where they kind of hinted at that she can go into that stance and liberate her. So it's plus 5 and she goes into that stance. Okay.
Technique from her. It was quite strong at one point. Now she can go into the Libertador when she finishes it.
Okay.
でリベルタドールに行った後に
So there's a bit of mix up she can go into now.
You could choose not to go into the stance if you want to as well.
前入れっぱにするといけるようになります。
Mm-hmm.
Just hold forward to go into the transition.
And that means that she goes into that stance, you can't really be punching her or kicking her, low kicking her or anything like that. Because she'll be able to parry it. Oh, that's new.
You just hold forward to go into the transition.
That's a weird looking kick. And it's plus 2 on block. Okay.
リベルタドール中に下と LK で発生は遅いんですけどガードさせて有利な展開が作れる中段が増えてます。
She has a new mid. It's a bit slow, but you get plus frame
トすると
Yeah, it looks like you can definitely step that pretty easily.
なかなかの性能の技になってます
Plus, you can go into combo on the combo.
And it counter hit launches. Okay.
これ俺もね、中津これ何してんのって言ったら、いや遅いんだよっつって、あと横移動弱いんだっけ。
ああ、横はめっちゃ弱いんだよ。
It's quite slow though, so hopefully you can interrupt her before that.
まあ、こんな感じで結構使い勝手のいい中段があったりですね。
That's quite useful for mid.
あとまあしゃがんだ状態でですね、ちょっと本当夜中作ったからな、覚えてるのか覚えてないのかごめんなさい、ちょっと
All right, what else are they gonna do? They better give her something else. That can't be the only new stuff they are giving her.
Jet lag. So.
なんでリベルタドル中遅い中段とこの下段で
Mm-hmm.
タックを迫
I'm
る
pretty sure she had like a new low she can go into that goes into her
So you have that kind of
stance.
slow start up mid, but then also that low attack from Libertador that's new. Sorry, I'm not good at Spanish.
あれ、アブセレみたいな感じだね。
はい
Yeah.
はないかな、なかなか。
あとはですね、この
Plus 4.
これですね、この下 LP
Down and
Plus 7 and it counter hit launches. But I think she already had that, didn't she?
これですね、
結構ね、
ガードでプラ4でヒットでプラ7取れて、でしゃがんだ状態で 1RK ってこの新技追加され
That's the new low kick that goes into Liberator. It's plus 5 on hit.
マジか。
So you can see, あれ、さっきのフレームのやつはパンチの方。
ですか、これ、ガードプラ4ヒットプラ7です。
Plus 4 on block, plus
Ah, so she can mix up into that if she wants to.
for that punch.
なのでこのしゃがんだ状態で 1RK
Pretty cool.
リベルタドールに行ってそこからの RP が割れないんですよ。ここ
So
か
you
ら
can, from crouching, push down, back, right kick to do that little spin kick into the stance. And that into that punch is kind of like a normal hit combo.
なので
Yeah. We know frame data. We know that you can't really do anything against that.
Sorry, not normal hit.
You have to guess.
早めに設定しなきゃいけなかった。
Pardon me, I'm jet lagged as well.
なんか衰弱してんだと一発入れたら治るんじゃないかって言ってる人がいる。
一回入れてみてください。あ、治りましたね。あれちょっと本当に衰弱してるかもしれない。
ほんと衰弱してんな。
違う違う。
だからもうこれ小さすぎる
中
な、これ
津が
モニターが。
食らってるなら原田さんを殴らないと治らないですよ。
あ、そうだ。
ああ、そういうことか。
逆だわ。俺が殴られなきゃいけない。
さすがにちょっと気が引けるな。
He's Harada's saying that if he punches Nakatsu, his debuff will end. But I said no. Nakatsu has to punch Harada to end the debuff. So
Yeah, but it ain't gonna matter even if the other player decides to press anything, because Asu is plus 4. So unless it's gonna go for a mid, either a 12 or 13 frame mid, that can punish Asusena from trying to go into the low kick. That's the only way you can beat that.
本当はもうここからこの後これが割れないんですけど、
And if you have a good read on Asusena that she's gonna go into that, you can go into a hop kick to beat her.
so you can't interrupt that follow up.
こんな感じでヒートを作れる。
And you can see you can also do the heat engager.
逆にアズセナさん、ちょっと弱く変わっちゃった部分とかないんですか？
弱くなったところあんまなかった。
この人じゃあアッパー気味なんですか？
かなり、はい、
そうですね。
強くなった方ですね。
So a lot of hers were improvements and not many nerfs. So as an overall summary, she's been buffed a bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
はい。っていう感じで、アズセナはなかなか、いろんな新技だったり、
はい、
新しい展開含めて、構えを使って攻めれるようになってます。
So as you can see, she's got several new moves and designed with more options for coming out of the stance.
で、そう、弱くなったところ1個だけありました。ごめんなさ
That
い。
can't be the only stuff that they've given her though. There's only 2 new things.
パワークラッシュ兼ヒート発動技っていうのを一律、
方向性としてね。
攻防一体すぎて、ちょっとさすがにっていうところで、これですね。これがヒート発動技。
Yeah, this is no longer a heat engage anymore.
There is one nerf, but this applies to all characters characters who had that, where
これが一番弱体化じゃないですか。
単発難しさと
we had the power crush and a heat engager in one move. All of those have been done away with, so this is now just a power crush. そういう多くのキャラありますよね。
はい。そんな感じで、さっきの技、ここからガードプライオンになったので、
There's more, but you have to wait for the balance patch. Oh, okay.
割れなくなってる。これも強い点です。
Also, this is a good follow-up where
Wait.
you interrupted.
Isn't this move supposed to be like minus 15 or something? It's minus 8. Or am I talking about the wrong move here?
これをちらつかせて、こういう下段を持っていくみたいな。
Sometimes throw in that low kick.
そういう感じの攻めができる。
Oh, that low kick is minus 15. You can launch it.
やばいですね。ちょっとじゃあどんどんいきましょう。
ちょっと
盛りだくさんにやりすぎた。
これは見せといた方がいいってやつ。
マイケルキャラいきますか？デビルジーン。
やりましょう。デビルジンは
Ah, Devil Jin.
してくれるのか。
渋いとこ行くな、渋いとこ。
俺こっそりに文句言ってるよ。So I've been telling, no one saw from behind the scenes. I've been talking to Nakatsu to do something about Devil Jin. So, he was my main character throughout the series.
はい、デビルジンもですね、ちょっとなかなか活躍がなかったキャラだったので、新技含めて強化がいろいろ入っています。
So, obviously we didn't see him as much as in past installments.
Is that a natural string?
A few new moves and improvements.
3LPRP これ
Did they make that into a natural string, or is it just basically they haven't set up?
Right punch is a natural combo.
で中段の発生の
Oh, that's a new move.
あるので、なかなかしゃがみづらい。
And with a mid
Oh, he has options now. He has a mid option from that. Down 4-1 into what? 4.
戦での戦い
Down 4-1-4. It's minus 13. Okay.
easier to fight in close quarters.
あとは結構でかいのが
So you can mix now from there.
LK
Also from his fly from forward left kick.
LK 中両パンチでこの上段が
Oh, what?
He's got a high option, but it is
That's the heat smash, but I guess they gave it to him as a move you can use from Crow Stance.
unblockable with both.
And unblockable, that's plus 5 on hit. And it only did like, it didn't show how much damage. So I think, oh, from 180, that has to be 22 damage. 22 damage from that. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. 22 damage.
中段もあるので
これも多分言われ
怖いな、これ。
弱いと言われるし強いと
It seems to be a high, so you can probably duck it.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate, and when you get strong, I'm gonna get a lot of hate.
Okay.
あれは2択だよね。俺のヘイトがどっちに来る。ね。どっちも来るという。
強くしても来る
Yeah, I already know about that move. He already has that.
なんで、こういう後ろ前 RPLK からヒットして
Oh, he can go into Crow Stance from doing that. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. He actually has something now.
Left, right, right punch, left kick.
But question is this a natural hit? If it is, because I don't remember if it was a natural hit or not. If it's a natural hit, and he can go into Crow Stance, it's gonna be very strong for Devil Jin. Well, not very strong, but it's gonna be decent for him to open up the opponent.
ヒート状態も強化されてます。
Also, he's buffed a little bit in the heat state.
ヒート状態で風神ステップ中、奈落ですね。奈落 LK が追加されてます。
Oh, that's cool.
Option from his hell sweep as well.
これが奈落 RK で、奈落
With
LK で、
LK.
But wait. So how is that any different from him just doing Hell Sweep into 1+2?
はい、これコンボいけるようになってます。
They have to show the combo.
To combo.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
And it goes to combo.
That's cool.
Heat 2ですよね。
はい。
During heat.
こんな感じで。
So heat
Holy Jesus! Oh my. Okay, yeah. He's back. Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend.
こんな感じで。
消費量、ヒートの消費量とか全部これ調整全部
The 60 damage. Is that the optimal combo route as well? It looked pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. But from a hell sweep? I mean, it is in heat. It's only in heat, it seems.
The use of the heat timer, all that stuff. I was just asking if it's the latest build, and it is.
But it doesn't even take a lot of his heat energy out. So if you wanted, you can spam this like 3 or 4 times.
Okay, so those are some of the points he's been improved, and we're gonna speed it up to try to get to more characters.
Oh, so he might have more stuff. He actually might have more stuff that he can do now. But that one alone already tells me this character's gonna be much stronger than he was before. I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna call it broken, but it is definitely very strong. Oh yeah, so they're gonna go back to June. Yeah, I want to know what is this token system that she has there. It looks like she can fill it up.
So up until now, it was tough for June to sometimes open up opponents. So now she has some improvements to address this during the heat state.
He has problems opening up the opponent. I call cap.
ヒートスマッシュだったらこの技がヒート中の固有技になってタイマー消費技になってます。
So you can see what was her heat smash previously is now just a move that she has access to during heat.
So this she can now use normally. And that used to be her heat smash.
Uses the heat timer instead.
That is... I don't know how I feel about that.
And there's a power-up icon, I guess you guys call it an install, right, next to the heat timer, which gives her access to a powerful technique.
Does she already have that move?
There's also an extension to the forward, right, both punches.
Okay, oh, she has a new homie move. This character already has tons of homie moves. Why would you want to give her more?
So you can put back to get there for an instant, and then go into Yopan.
So now she can go into that, and she can go into stance. And from what I can tell, this move is hard to step.
Both punches.
Because I had a hard time stepping this move.
To get frame advantage.
Wait, what? She can go into...
Izumo, you can do the low kick to open up opponents.
You can even go into a low... What the... Oh, she already fell 100%. Didn't want to show it. Okay. Yo, what up, Indra? Yeah, King... I want to know what King's gonna do, too.
So it's a new mechanic. They're talking about that little icon where she has
Okay.
3 different techniques. Down in both punches.
Massive chip damage. Which I thought they were supposedly gonna reduce in this game, but I guess not. It was all a lie. It's just crazy that you cannot do that now from without going into Heat
でこ
Smash
れは
anymore.
他のキャラクターと一緒で、ヒートとは関係ないものになります。
So it's a separate mechanic from Heat, though, like the other characters.
マックスおみき状態だね。おみき飲みまくり。
そうですね。指令が追加されて神々しい感じになってます。
まあ、
So does that mean she has a new Heat Smash from going into that stance?
いやいや、まあ、
なんでまあ
自分が使ったらよかったりするからね。
自分は風間の力をうまく使って立ち回って、強化状態にして、どんどん崩していくみたいなちょっと
Both Shining Wizard and Giant Swing is homing on Heat. You're lying.
Yeah, so
You're lying.
basically, she just has these new additions to help her open up opponents. 次のキャラいく？
はい。一番大きく変わったのはザフィーナ。
あ、じゃあザフィーナ行きましょうか。
ザフィーナ
Let's go
Jaguar
to Zafina.
Sprint, oh god, they make it more busting than Flash. I had to see that.
Characters.
リリアンさん見てるかな
Zapina. They didn't even show what she does in that move.
懐かしいな、昔セブンで絶対
They're gonna have to make us wait. They're making us wait until the season 2 hits.
難しいんだよね、このキャラね。
ザフィーナはですね、本当なんていうんですかね、一回ちょっと作り直し
She has the ability up already. Does it transfer into when she's in Heat?
2代目ザフィーナ
I like the cool effects on the arm though when she has the install.
俺がいろいろミスりまして。
はい。で、何を強くしたかっていうと、アザゼルの力っていうものをフォーカスして、それらの関連の技を非常に強くしてます。
So her buffs for season 2, she's been quite reworked, and mainly these focus on the Azazel's power that she's able to concentrate and use in newer ways.
はい。で、後ろ両パンチ。これ非常に
Oh, new move. Wow, what the fuck is going on? Why is she killing herself? Oh my goodness.
Long reach.
But she's dealing a lot of chip though. Okay, you see, this is fair. This is fair. If you can deal that kind of amount of chip damage to a player, you should be dealing that same amount to yourself. So this is fair.
体力を犠牲にしてるわけですね。
自称して出します。
Long range, you use your
Minus
own
6.
life gauge.
調子に乗ってやってる。
We can spam the shit out of this. Hopefully you can sidewalk this to your right side, because it looks like it's coming on from her right. So if you can step to your right or sidewalk to your right, maybe you can beat it. But if it's fucking homing,
You have to be careful.
that's gonna be insane.
ほぼいいブース
Yoshimitsu はね、くるくる
なんで、はい、自称しつつアザゼルの力を使った技を、振り
What does it do on hit though? That's a
前両
question.
パンチこちらも実はリーチが伸びてます。
Yeah, I forget that Zapina, when she uses certain moves, she ends up decreasing her health into chipped health.
前両パン、and then forward both punches is the range has been extended.
こちら横
Ah, shit is gonna be insane.
高い技になってますね。
It's not very good sideways, but it
Eric Lee, save the dogs in China by feeding your vegan to save all life for all time. When it's possible, the evolution of machines from micro nano picobots out to the event of. What the fuck? Eric, are you high?
does a lot of damage.
あとですね、この技あるんですけども、実はこれシーズン1でガード攪拌があったんですけど、ガード攪拌なくなって発生も14から13になってます。
In this move, the startup was increased from or decreased from 14 to 13, and used to be punishable on block, but not anymore.
はい、なんでこれ実はライトの攪拌に使えたりしますね。
So you can use this against hop kicks if you're quick enough.
攪拌でヒート
Oh, you can interrupt it. Okay.
And it's a heat engage.
Was that new? I haven't seen that move at
な
all.
かなか使い勝手がいい技になってます。
It's pretty useful.
あと香水つけすぎゲージがあるよね。
そうですね。はい、こちらもヒートを発動するとこちら溜まるんですけど。
Oh, so it's only when she activates heat that she has that install.
モードスケアクロー
Or maybe she can go and use the install.
こんな感じで。
What?
So that's her power up that we were just looking at, that icon. During that, in Scarecrow, you do
両キック。
three.
So she can use it without having to go into the
down forward, both kicks, and
getting the install.
ガードさせて
Okay.
使うと非常に使い勝手いいですね。
And so it's good to
That's pretty
point
cool.
out, get in a scarecrow,
スラッシュガードさせた後とかに
and then hit with a low attack. So from the slash kick is a very viable option.
Wait, that got buffed that low. What the hell?
まあ、この先ほど紹介した後ろ両パンチですね。これが、ヒット、まあ、この強化状態の時に両パンチを押すと
Oh, so if he uses okay.
こんな感じでアザゼルの力を使ってマイナスフレームを有利フレームに変えて削りを
It's +4.
So in this powered up state, this particular move we just talked about gets stronger too. You have less negative frames on block, and you do a bit of chip damage.
Low value? The video or me?
はい。あとはですね、強化状態中に、まあ、このパワークラッシュ
-14.
ですけども、実際、相手の攻撃を受け止めると中段パワークラッシュなんですけど、
Both. Indra, check and see whether or not are you on your phone or you're on your desktop? Because if I'm sounding low to you, then you might have to raise your volume.
角範がなくなってます。マイナス9で。
You can see in a powered up state, this power crush is no longer punishable when you're in the powered up state.
まあこんな感じですかね。
Wait, what?
まあこんな
Ah, you gotta be joking.
感じですかね。
So you have these kind of options.
You can make your power crush safe.
という感じでアザゼルの力をふんだんに使いつつ自分も自傷するのでご注意。
But they're not explaining how you get the install without having to use your heat.
っていうようなキャラになってます。
So you have access to really cool Azazel's powers, but you do life damage to yourself.
We'll have to wait until the patch notes.
はい。あともう何キャラいけます？あと2キャラぐらい。
Time for 2 more characters if we go quickly.
キングとかいけます？使用率高い。
King いいじゃん。
キング。
キングはまあ確かにね、使って
Let's
る
go to King since he's quite popular, right?
He's quite popular.
Steve, other people, whoever their character is, right?
キングはですね、まあ、ジャガースプリントの遊びの拡充しつつ、まあ、投
What was
げ
that?
の強化を
It looked like he was heating up.
弱体化した点で言うと、まあ、これですね、この技がさすがにちょっと守りの要素として強すぎたので、はい、まあ、まず弱くなったとこからいきます。
So you can see, first we'll start off with what's been weakened with him, which
こ
is
れが
the stance
ま
here.
あ硬直が10フレーム伸びているのと、攻撃を受け止めた時のダメージが
Recovery.
もともと 50% だったのが 100% ダメージを受けるようになってます。
And he used to only receive 50% of the damage of the attack, where now he receives 100% of that damage.
はい。で、
Okay.
まあ、代わりにといってはなんですけども、まあ、新技の LKRPRP ですね。
This is
What the oh.
LKRPRP ですね。
This is
And you can go into Jaguar Sprint.
新技の LKRPRP ですね。
So he can block the first one. And then the second or third hits that come out, if you do get hit, they're guaranteed. Dealing 45 damage and gives him Jaguar Sprint.
This is a new attack he has now. Left kick, right punch, right punch.
はい。これがですね、
And they showed this move in the season 2 teaser.
貯めること
And you can charge it and you're +9. Well, wait, are you +9 when you go into stance?
貯める
I couldn't really tell. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's +9, but it's +9 when he goes into Jaguar Sprint, though. But as you can see here, it's kind of like it's going to 3 or 4. It might be +4 or +3 if you fully charge it, but if you go into Jaguar Sprint, you're +9.
You can also hold, and then you can also go into Jaguar Sprint.
-13. Okay, so you can punish it, but the fact of the matter is that if he charges it, he has mix. He can mix you up with that.
If the second hit hits, then it is a normal combo, natural combo.
Holy.
And you can use it up to follow up sequence of attacks.
Wow. So now he can also do wall standing 1+2 into, what is it? 1+2, 1+2, or 1+2 into 2? Or 1? And go into Jaguar Sprint.
While standing right punch now lets you transition to the Jaguar Sprint. You can also hold
Oh no, it's not 1+2. It's wall standing 2, sorry.
to not sprint.
2, 1. Okay, what is this? When, like he kind of like heats up.
And you'll notice he changes color slightly after running a few steps. During that, and you have access to his normal moves from Sprint, but they're powered up versions after you see that effect.
Okay.
This is a free update. Also, during heat, regardless of...
Oh shit, so now if he's powered up in Jaguar Sprint, he can then use the moves. Okay. That's gonna be annoying. Okay. He said homing twice.
During heat only,
What?
Giant Swing and Shining Wizard.
See, this is exactly why that people tend to heavily critique the developers. How are they gonna make one of his best moves, one of his best command grabs, into a homing move in Heat, when they specifically made that big change during the, I think it was update 1.6 or 8, either one of the two updates, in between either the two updates. I don't know if it was that one actually, to be honest. It could have been before that, where they essentially change grabs to where command grabs can no longer be homing, and now they're making it so they're homing again for King specifically while in Heat. I don't get their thought process. That they really okay.
So it'll be easier to throw.
And that's guaranteed.
Also, throwing into the wall, you can follow up with the Jaguar Sprint.
Guessing maybe it's guaranteed while in Heat. It's not just even that, Kobe. If he's in Heat and he goes into Jaguar Sprint, he's also armored up. You can't hit him. You have to grab him or go for a low.
So basically, his throw game is improved. Jaguar Sprint, mini transitions, but that stance where you receive your opponent's attacks and then go into that stance has been weakened. One more.
シーズン2からこれ全キャラクターなんですけども、投げを仕掛けた側が相手に投げを抜けられた場合、 投げ抜けダメージが相手に入るようになってるんです。
What do you say?
抜けられるとダメージが入るってこと。
金の相手にダメージ。金
まあジンの体力見ててください。
Look at Jin's life gauge.
こういった感じで回復可能と投げを仕掛け
So if he's in heat, he can still deal damage to you if you tech the grab.
回復可能体力で
I'm guessing that's what they mean.
So it does a slight damage to your opponent even if they throw escape, but it's recoverable damage.
I just don't understand the mentality. We have to wait for the patch to read everything. I understand what they are showing us isn't good, but this is only 1% of what they showed. Really? Is this only 1%? I mean, I'm hoping that there's a lot more to show, because I am excited, but at the same time I'm worried.
はい、これがシーズン2全体の、調整に関わる変更ですね。
キングだけじゃないですよね。
はい、全
That's
キャラクター
not just King, but all characters.
以上です。
Oh, so it's not specifically only to the king, it's to every character. So wait, so if you break grabs in this game, and you teched it, you lose health. It is chipped health, but you're still losing health. Why is that considered to be a good thing for the developers to think that, okay, we took a grab, we made the right read in breaking said grab, but we're the ones losing for breaking the grab, for losing a little bit of health? I get it that it's only a little bit of health, but that could be the end-all be-all of a fight. Literally can be the end-all be-all of a fight, depending on the situation.
あれ、
どうでしょう。
あとワンキャラいく？
いきますよ。
何が
なんかスティーブって言ってるやつ多いな。
スティーブはね、ちょっとね、ごめんなさいね、もう徹夜で用意したけど、
I mean, Clarence, I don't think he's saying that you're downplaying or anything. I think he's just saying that, you know, that anybody who plays King could probably end up downplaying King. I think that's what he meant. Let me read because you guys type it too fast.
スティーブは
レイナがあるか。
レイナさっき対戦でしたから、
そっか。ジン。
まあ、ジンとか
吉光。
吉光ありますが、
吉光
Oh, so they're gonna go for Jin and Yoshimitsu next. Okay.
吉光あります
let's do Yoshimitsu.
吉光は使ってる人は少ないけど、使われてる側の視点もある。
Oh, Yoshi first. Okay, good. Let's see what's gonna be with Yoshi.
まあ、吉光はですね、まあ、まあ、
Please. I don't really mind if they nerf Flash and or nerf his Oki setups. I don't mind if they nerf it. I don't mind if they nerf the guard break setups, because I get it that people don't like them, right? I don't mind it, but please give them something good in the neutral, and some good stance cancels will be nice.
シーズンかなり強かったので、主に2点弱
And I guess nerf 1-1-2 as well. Not 1-1-2, but like 1-1 the string.
体化が入っていて、
Yoshimitsu was quite strong. There's two major areas where he was nerfed.
一つが、まあ、用途を使
Okay, 2 major areas.
各種攻撃のダメージと体力回復量が
Nobody say anything. I want to know what they're gonna tell me.
So less damage and less health recovered when using the sword.
なんで
Okay.
吉光がコンボを決めてるとなぜかものすごい体力
Yeah, everybody's been saying that if they're gonna nerf something with Yoshi, the damage is definitely number one.
回復していってたと思うんですけど、それが、かなり、回復しないようになってる。
You might have had the image that just doing a combo gave Yoshi back so much health, and that's been adjusted.
あと皆さん
What are you talking about if it gave him so much health? That's only in chipped health, though. The most you're getting from getting any health is, okay, if you were to perform a combo with Yoshimitsu, let's say you started out with down forward 2 as your launcher, and you go for flash, it doesn't heal you. But once you end the combo and get the tornado and you're in no sword stance and you try to go for flash again, you only get 4 health back. Now, if you're considering in chip health that's different. Chip health, you gain a lot of health back. So that is different. So unless they're talking about in chip health, then okay.
気になってる吉光ブレードなんですけど、硬直が伸びてます。
And
Wait, go back.
吉光
Okay, so they didn't change the starter frames. It's still 6 frames. Okay, good, good. I mean, I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, the fact that it's still 6 frames. But for us Yoshi mains, this is actually good. And what is that? It now has an effect. Whoa, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? It has the effect now. It doesn't have the effect if you're in your sword, your 1SS stance. You only have it in your no sword stance. It was cool too.
So it's easier for opponents to counter on a whiffed flash.
Oh, they're showing the it can be.
Counter on a whiff.
Oh yeah, so it has more recovery. Okay, that's good. That's good. At least that will make it a little easier for players that are having trouble with flash. So I could give him that. Yeah. What was that? Did he just enter into Flea from Kensho? That reminds me of Yoshimitsu's move in Soul Calibur, where he kind of shoves the sword out to the ground. Okay, it's a pretty cool new move, but it's not amazing, but that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, so it's up forward 1. It's 17 frames on startup. It doesn't say how much on block. And then you stab the ground. And it's minus. I can't tell if that's -8 or -6. I think that might be -8. Lobo, I wonder if this affects his combo routes with Flash. I want to see exactly what's gonna happen with that. I don't want to hear Salem Witch Hunt, the main man White Knight, complain about Flash. I mean, let's not try to talk about the main man negatively, anything like that. I can't even say English. We can critique what he might say, but let's not try to like bash him or anything like that, because he has his own takes, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's Soul Calibur move at guard break and Soul Calibur. A guard break and Soul Calibur. I don't remember. It's -9 because Jin was +9. It was? Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was looking at Yoshi's side. I wasn't looking at the other guy. What do they say about Yoshi? Are they gonna kill him in season 2? Uh, Not yet. They nerfed the recovery of Flash, so now it's easier to try to like punish Yoshimitsu when he goes into Flash, when he uses Flash. But there's some slight changes to it. Like the Flash now has an effect without being in no sword stance, so that's pretty cool. And they gave him a new move. Hey, we're eating. We're eating. Hey, this is from Soul Calibur. Nice, nice. It goes into Flea, just like in Soul Calibur. That's fucking cool. And it's +9 on hit, and it seems to be guaranteed.
This new move, upward left punch now goes into Flea.
Okay,
It launched on counter.
nice. Wait, what? What are you talking about?
It launched on counter.
Wait, so Flea 1+2. It uh, it only counter hit launches. Okay.
ああ、あれ、サムライカッターだっけ、下段のくるってやつ。あれ、なんか階段。
ああ、そう。
Ah, so they haven't changed Samurai Cutter either. It's still 26 frames.
これね、そうだ。
I was thinking that they probably might end up nerfing Samurai Cutter since people keep talking negatively about the move.
発動技どれ例えばこれ、
Oh, it's 20 frames?
希釈で吉光悪さできるんじゃないかな。
They changed it now. 4-1 plus 2 is 20 frames now. Wasn't it 17?
So people are kind of wondering what would happen.
Oh shit, so now we can go into Samurai Cutter pretty quick, right?
地雷刃かなり
Engager.
出せるまでのタイミング
Bruh.
しないと出せない。
People are gonna definitely hate this.
But for this move, it's one where
こんな感じ
buffering is
今
not
入れてますけど、
available, so that you can't just easily mix your opponent up with.
Ah, so you can't buffer into Samurai Cutter from Heat Engager by crouching down. They knew that if they were to make that happen, players would really hate Yoshimitsu. So they made it so you can't buffer it. You have to do it from waiting. But you can still do the other lows, I'm guessing.
Samurai cutter after
待って
that.
からじゃないと出ないようになってます。
You have to wait for recovery.
That makes sense. If they would have changed it so that you could actually go into Samurai Cutter pretty quickly from Heat Engager, then yeah, that's broken. That would be too broken. But the question is, can you do it from No Sword Stance Full Crash on forward 3? Can you do it from there?
はい。まあっていうところがまあいろいろあるんですけど、まあ、地雷刃が強くなってる代わりに、まあ、ブレードだったり体力の回復量とかが調整されて、まあ、バランスを取られて。
So, obviously he has some cool new stuff, but some of the things that really stood out, like health recovery and blade flash, were adjusted.
Okay, so he still has more stuff, right? I hope he has more stuff.
もう時間だな。いろんな。
CD1 or 2 still viable, or CD3 if you do back 2-2.
いろいろね用意したんだけどちょっと時間が。
花さん今日有給でいつまでもできるか。
まあでも別に出勤にしてもいいし変えても。
じゃあラスト
ラスト行く。
ラスト誰
ジンいきますか。
ジンいきます
G いいね。
じゃあ最後じゃない。
これラスト、これ
Time
本
for
当
one.
主人公の
This is
ジン
really the
フ
last
ァイナル
one.
ファイナルラストですか。
はい
We'll do Jin.
No, 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 no. Come on, show more.
Quite a bit of changes
あの
to
さ
it.
投げ
Ah,
抜け
shit. They're gonna.
投げ抜けダメージって回復可能ダメージだからあれで KO になんない。
なりません。言います
I want to see more.
今までのルールと一緒だから大丈夫ですよ。
So
They buff wall setting 1 is 13th frame now? Really? Wait. Man, I don't want to go back though, to be honest. This is too much going back. I'm just gonna trust what you said.
recovery. So obviously you're not going to KO someone with that.
Man, you guys are going hard against each other. Come on, guys. Keep it down. Keep it down. It's a game. We all get upset.
ジンはですね、まあ、ジンもすごい強かったので、
We all know each other on Discord. Come on. Let's not try to become enemies over the game.
特に小技が強かったので、小技が軒並みちょっとまあ弱体化が入ってます。
So Jin was quite strong, so a lot of his really useful pokes have been toned down a bit.
例えば、
His posts have been toned down. Please tell me that 214 has been nerfed. Jin is not nerfed. It's like Dragon Lost QCF4. Holy shit.
代表的な逆アンツ
Yes! Yes, 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 yes. It's minus 10. It's minus 10. Thank
マイ
goodness.
ナス9だったのマイナス
Hated this fucking string so much, man. Thank the thank the developers. I'm actually applauding them. Minus 10. At least minus 10. That's nice.
This was -9, is now -10.
10で、2RP
That move was so stupid. The fact that you couldn't even step properly, even though you could step to the right, but it was minus 9, so it was still safe because you could spam it whenever you wanted to.
このゲ
And now I have a bot here. Let me ban this dude. Go.
下段これのカウンターがトルネード
It's +4 on hit.
なくなってます。
Okay.
コンボいけなくなりました。
So you can't go to combo anymore on this.
Oh, so you can. Oh, wait, it's on counter hit. So this no longer. Okay, so it no longer launches. This is a big nerf to down 2.
そうですね。これですね。
And up forward 2 now is -10. This is nice. This is actually really nice. It's just like with Fengwei.
Up forward RP is now minus 12. 10. 10.
まあその代わりに斬新だったり踏み込みステップヒート状態などの要素を強化してます。
That said, he does have some cool new stuff.
Okay, so running 3. Is that running 3 or 4-4-3? For 4-4-3 now goes into Zen.
From Zanshin.
And it's +12.
フラッシュキックから前を入れとくことで
Why would it be +12?
斬新にいけたり
So now he can just mix you up even harder if he does that. It is steppable though, 4-4-3.
So after the slash, you can hold forward to go into Zanshin.
しゃがんだ状態で、まあ、この
Okay. So instead, now this is what's gonna launch you. It's the full crouch down forward 4. On counter hit, that is.
3RK が
This is stupid. This is actually quite dumb because if down 2 is 22 frames on startup. But this is 21 frames. It's 1 frame faster than down 2. And from what I remember, on hit, not on counter hit, but on hit, he can go into Zen stance.
発生が速くなってます。
While crouching down forward right kick.
I mean, at least this move is launch punishable. From what I remember, it's launch punishable.
Has a bit more reach now.
これ実際24
Yeah, it's -26. At least, I guess. At least it's -26, so you can launch him.
5だったのが21になってます。
And its startup is from, it was 24, now 21.
あと同じ
-14 on that move. That it should be -15 in my opinion.
くこれも24か5だったのが21に速くなってるので
This
下
one
段
as
の使
well
い勝手が良くなりました。
was 24, now down to 21, so his lows are a bit better.
So they improved his lows. Are you kidding me? He has an unsealable low with Hell Sweep. His Hell Sweep is an unsealable. Yo, what up, 357? How you doing, brother? I'm doing good. I'm just looking at the restream, and there's a couple of things that I'm not liking, but a lot of things that I'm also liking too. I'm liking a lot of the new changes. Some I don't like Jin right here. Like not his full crouch down 4-4 is a counter hit launcher that launches, but at least it's my -26 on block. But on hit, on regular hit, it gives him a stance. I know for a fact because in the trailer, in the teaser, that's what basically you can do. He's doing the same moves over and over again.
ヒット状態で、まあ、前
What? Yeah, you missed it. But there was some cool stuff they showed and some stuff that they didn't really explain properly, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna do a quick summary. Yoshi's Flash now it has more recovery. So if you whiff it, the opponent has a better time punishing you. He now can what was it? His once I can't even say it. I'm a bad explainer. One SS, his regular stance, Flash, now has an effect, just like in his no sword stance. So I don't know if that does anything new now on hit, or if it's the same. But now it has an effect, a cool effect, unlike like it does in no sword stance. So that's one. Second thing is that they supposedly adjusted his healing, so now he heals less. and he does less damage. But they didn't really showcase any combos to see whether or not if he does less damage or anything like that. So we have to wait and see maybe when the update comes in. But they've given him a new move. Up forward 2-2, I think it's up forward 2-1 or up forward 2-2, I think it was. He can now do a new string, a special new string, where he hits the opponent with the pommel of the sword, and then he stabs the ground and can go into flee stance if he wants to. And it's -9 on block. Oh no, it's +9 on hit, and it's -8. I think it was -8, -8 on block. So it's basically they just given him a Soul Calibur move, another Soul Calibur move. But this here, what the hell is this? So it's in heat that he can use it. 4/4 1+2, and goes into it's +5 of course because he's going to break step. I didn't have to. No, you know, if you're just got in now, you know. Is it trash? No, it's good. It's not amazing, but it's good. It's good because now if he goes into that move, he goes to that string, right? He's -8. Let's say on block, he's -8. If he goes into flee stance and the opponent wants to immediately punish him by going in for a jab, like a standing jab, he can just go and do 3+4 or 1+2 in flee stance, and these two moves high crush, and they launch. And if you go for 1+2, it's safe on block. 3+4 isn't. 3+4 is the kangaroo kick in flee stance, and it's -13, but you won't get launched, at least. Then you have the ability to jump. You can just jump over the opponent. I don't know if you can do that while you're -8. I don't know if you can do that while you're -8, but if you can, jump over the opponent even though you're -8, that's another plus. That means you can then use the unblockable against the opponent. So that's another good change. And I can already see myself like trying to go for wall combos, like wall setups with that move, and see what you can pull off. It'll be pretty cool to see what we can do with that. And what's the other thing? You can probably do in that stance. There's a lot of things you can do in that stance. If you're +9 on hit and going into flee stance, you have more options. You can jump over the opponent, and you can try to go for a combo. You can try also to go into forward 2, which is like the kind of like the sword slap that he does, or that he slaps you with the sword, right? And you can go into dragonfly stance. And even if let's say if you built enough mental frames on the opponent on block, let's say, you can even decide to go for that move, or even on hit as well. Doesn't matter if it's on hit or on block, but depends on the mental frames you built up on them. And you use forward 2 in flee stance, you're plus, what was it? I think +7. You're +7 when you're using that move. So you have a lot of options now in flee stance, unlike before. And I'm happy that they done this because I was thinking of them adding a move just like that, and they did. So I'm quite happy with what they've done with Yoshimitsu with that move. But I'm hoping that there's a lot of other stuff that they have given him. Not just that. I hope that they give him another new move, hopefully, or something else. But we'll have to wait and see during the update of the game. Seems like only goes into flee on hit. Yeah, only on hit. I mean, you can decide to go into flee or not. It depends on you. But yeah, only on hit it goes on flee. Hit or no, on block or on hit it goes on to flee, if you want to. Up +3, up 3+4. Also frame traps for people. Yeah, it's only +1 though. But yeah, you can definitely frame trap with that. But it's not really a good move to be using like out on the blue. I got a hard on, kind of.
ヒット状態で、前々両パンチっていうものが追加されて
During heat, he has forward both punches.
そうですね
Not this one, the flying one.
これですね、
The one where he kind of spins.
Hopefully you can step this though, because if you can't step this shit, this is gonna be so annoying.
The stance.
Oh, what? You can now. That's new.
難しい
いや今のでもう違うのやろうかなと思って
Ah, no. かっこいいね、相変わらず。
あとは
Okay, yeah, that's normal. We already know that.
あとはですね、あと斬新中のこの RP が切りもみが追加されてまして、こんな感じで切りもみ。
Oh, that now super tail spins. Okay.
See, during Zanshin, right punch
That's gonna make his combos a lot easier to do now.
goes into the strong tailspin now.
なので、はい、
T2 のみで。
いや、これ
Oh, they call it a strong tail spin.
まあ
Okay.
普通に
I like to call it a super spin.
いけます。ちょっと構えからであればですね。
こんな感じでコンボ
I don't think that's the optimal combo route, but it looks cool.
っていう感じで、まあ結構、まあ、他にもいろいろ入ってるんですけど、まあ、ジンも、まあ、弱く小技弱くなりつつも、まあ、そのデビルパワーを使ったり、まあ、いろんな、斬新含めた展開が作れるようになってて、まあ、シーズン1よりどんどん楽しくなってるんじゃないかと思ってるので、まあ、おすすめのキャラクターですね。
So a lot of his useful pokes and convenient stuff was nerfed, but some of his powers from stances and things have made a little bit more fun.
まあ、総じて言うとナーフがあっても新しいおもちゃは用意されているっていう
そうですね。
ですかね。
Oh, what? What was that? Down forward 2 into 4? Does a tail spin now? And that's new. That's a new move.
こういう切りもみも追加されてて、まあ、かなりジンも楽しくなってます。
はい。
Holy, oh my god, yo. Jin players are gonna be eating even more now, it seems.
So although he's been nerfed, you can tell
He's been nerfed. Bro, you just showed us he... Okay. Okay, 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 okay.
there's some fun new stuff to try out.
It looks amazing, I'm not gonna lie, but that's gonna be a headache to fight against.
やってきましたがなかなか紹介できない。
This also means... Okay, so the only nerfs they've done to Jin is that down 2 is minus... It's still minus 14, but it no longer launches on counter hit. It's only plus 4. That's good. I like that. 214 is now minus 10. That's nice. I like that. That's a good change. And the other thing was what, I guess? I think it was that his full crouch down forward 4 now is the new launching low attack. But that one, unlike with down 2, is actually launch punishable on block, so that's good. But it's still very strong because it goes into his stance on hit, even if he doesn't go into a counter hit to launch you. So that's still gonna be very strong on that department. And now he has some new moves. He has 3 new moves. 3 new moves. 441 plus 2 now goes into that weird flying thing that he does and enters into break step. What's with the sound? I don't hear you. You sure you don't hear me? I have everything pretty high up already. Try checking to see if your volume, like the TV or your phone, if it's fully up, like the volume. Because I'm pretty much fine here. Maybe it's you're on YouTube, so maybe you can increase the volume there too. It could be that. But yeah, he has what one? Oh, it's because of your phone. I see. So he has 441 plus 2 that goes into break step. That's one new move. Then he does down forward 2 into 4, which is another new move. Then he can go into what was the other thing? I think that's it really, right? Right? It's only those 2 moves that he's got.
あと1週間後なので、
はい、もうしばらくですから。
まあそうだね。
So sorry we could.
I mean, his Zen stance 1 plus 2 now goes into a super spin, or they call it a strong tail spin in their terminology. And I don't know what else they actually changed or given him besides that. But they've essentially given him some like 2 new moves. 2 new moves.
Could only get to a few characters today, but 1 week later you're gonna have access to it yourself. So we hope you're looking forward to it.
それまでぜひランクマッチリセットがありますんで、第2リセットありますので、はい、自身の最高段位を更新していただいて、シーズン2
Yeah, that is his 214. It's 214 is now -10 from -9. So that's a good change. I mean, it's not the best change, but if I were me, I would have made it -12, but that might be too much on their books, maybe. But the fact of the matter, I mean, the fact of the matter is that 214 delayed. If you delay the 4, you can sidestep or sidewalk it to the right. But because of how fast the move is, even if you were to delay it, it's kind of hard to tell when he's delaying it and when he's not. So you have to properly guess. Is he gonna delay it or not? If he does delay it, you can step it, but you gotta be quick. If he doesn't delay it and you try to step him, you get hit. So regardless of the fact, being -10 is in my opinion, is still not enough. In my opinion, it would have been better if it was -12. At least -12 would have been better. But then again, you know, he has other options. So I guess -10 might be okay, you know.
So I was just mentioning, continue playing ranked up, because even if you end up, at a lower rank than you were previously, the end of the season will look at your highest rank achieved. So you shouldn't worry about it. Try your best.
睡眠不足でデバフ気味でたどたどしくてすいませんでした。
カレーというデバフが。
最後にワントピックスだけ We have one more
One more topic.
じゃあスライドの
I guess this is it. They're gonna stop like showing.
はい4月1日にシーズン2のパスが
Nah, they'll still complain. They're still gonna complain about Yoshimitsu because his Flash. The only thing they've changed to Flash, for at least for what they showcased, is that they nerfed the recovery. That's it. It's still 6 frames on startup, and on no sword stance, I'm going to assume it's the same. It's going to be 8 frames as well. So that's the only change, unless they have done something else to Flash. Because again, for what we saw, let me go back. Actually, let me go back so you can see it.
So less damage and less health recovered when using the sword.
なので吉光がコンボを決めてるとなぜかものすごい体力回復していってたと思うんですけど、それが、かなり、回復しないようになってます。
You might have had the image that just doing a combo gave Yoshi back so much health, and that's been adjusted.
あと皆さん気になってる吉
See? He's in his default stance. And he has an effect now on it. This was only in no sword stance that he can do this. See? So I'm thinking to myself, what does this mean? What does this mean for Yoshimitsu? Does this mean that he has something else that he can do now in this stance, in regular stance for Flash, or is it just simply a special effect addition to that move? Right? Like they just added the effect, but it doesn't really mean anything.
光ブレードなんですけど、硬直が伸びてます。
So that's really it, and then the new move too.
Longer recovery on the Flash now.
はい、硬直が5フレーム伸びたので、反撃は、
あれサムライカッター
There they show it.
そうこれね、そうだ。悪さできるんじゃないかなと思うんですけど。
So people are kind of wondering what would happen to Yoshimitsu now that you can go crouching after.
Yeah, you can't really buffer in Samurai Cutter in Heat Engager with the new changes to the Heat Dash. Or the not the Heat Dash, but the Heat Engager. So people that were assuming that now you can actually go instantaneously into Samurai Cutter, that's not going to happen. You still have to buffer it out of the running phase to then go into Samurai Cutter. So that's not going to change. You don't have to worry about that if you're somebody who, you know, ends up fighting Yoshimitsu. So if you don't like Yoshimitsu, that is. So that's not going to happen. But you can still do other things instantaneously from crouch. Just not that.
開いばかなり出せるまでのタイミング遅らせないと出せないので先行入力効かないので
See, that you can do while standing 1 instantaneously.
Where buffering is not available, so that you can't just easily mix your opponent up with Samurai Cutter after
待って
that.
からじゃないと出ないようになってます。
you have to wait for recovery. Keep going happy time.
はい。まあ、っていうところが、まあ、いろいろあるんですけど、まあ、地雷馬が強くなってる代わりに、まあ、ブレードだったり、体力の回復量とかが調整されて、まあ、バランスを取られて。
So, you know, obviously he has some cool new stuff, but some of the things that really stood out, like health recovery and Blade Flash, were adjusted.
Yeah, I think this is where they showcase the new move.
いろいろね、用意したんだけど、ちょっと時間が。
花さん今日有給でいつまでもできるか。
まあでも別に出勤にしてもいいし変えても。
じゃあラスト
ラスト行く。
ジンいきますか？
ジンいいね。
ジンいいね。
じゃあ最後じゃない？
No, they haven't showed that yet. Reg. So you can do Scrawling Moon God from Heat and that while using 121. What is Scrawling Moon God? What is that? And 121 from, yeah, you can do 121 from wall standing, from wall rising, yeah.
これラスト、これ本当ラスト。
This is really the
フ
last
ァイナル
one.
ファイナルラストですか？
We'll do Jin because he's had.
No, show the new move, show the new, oh, I need to go back. Oh, here it is.
その代わりに、まあ、神話地雷馬ですね。吉光のこの下と両パンチで出る地雷馬。ここが結構、この技。
Wait, what just happened there? I didn't pay attention, but... Okay, never mind. I thought that you can now go into Fleece Sense from Kensho. I guess you can't. It slowed down Manji? I don't know what that is, though. You give me the input for that? Look, see? That's from Soul Calibur. It's a little different in animation, but it's the same move.
He's had a few power-ups though. This new move.
See? And now he goes into Flee.
Up forward, left punch, now goes into Flee. It launched on counter.
It's 17 frames on the first hit. And I think it's 28 frames on the follow-up.
So both punches during Flee now goes into combo.
No. It's simply you press up, forward, 2 into 1. And I think if you press 1 again, you enter into your Flee stance. And that's it. That's all they showed. Let me show it one more time, I guess, so that you can see it. Oh no, so it's -9. I thought it was -8. It's -9 on block. When you hit block them. And it's +9 on hit. So it's -9 on block, but -9. I'm sorry. -9 on block and +9 on hit.
Up forward, left punch, now goes into Flee. It launched on counter.
But see, it says here that you can launch on counter. So what does that mean? Are they talking about the 1+2 and Flee stance now only launches on counter hit?
So both punches during Flee now goes into combo.
Wait, what? He is saying that if you do up forward 2-1 on a counter hit, you can launch him with 1+2? It's guaranteed launch. Wait. Let's see this one more time. But they're not doing it quickly though, so I can't really tell. No, they can't be right. I don't.
So both punches during Flee now goes into combo.
Oh no, they're saying that if you use both punches, they're talking about in terms of the command. If you press 1 and 2 together, it goes into a launch on counter hit. But you can already do that from normal hit, so why is that new? I'm going to assume they nerfed this. They may have nerfed it on normal hit, so you can't launch anymore on normal hit. But on counter hit you can launch. If that's the case, that is dumb. That's dumb.
あとは
I mean, I guess we still have 3+4 to launch on normal hit.
あれ
But yeah, that's it really. If that's the case, then I don't know, man. They're confusing me. So let's just skip all this already. We done Jin.
が登場予定でございます。
So going to the pass, which is going to be going on sale April 1st, but these are the contents we're looking at for the pass so far.
はい。で、パスを買っていただくと、各コンテンツが72時間すべて、早期アクセスができるようになりますので、いち早く、触ってみたいよという方はぜひ。
I don't know, to be honest. They're saying it in a sense that Flee 1+2 on counter hit launches, but they're not saying whether or not on normal hit if it launches. So I don't know what they're talking about there.
4月1日に、
Pac-Man themed stage. I've heard supposedly too that that we're gonna get a stage just Pac-Man themed.
For those of you who have access to the pass, that gives you 72 hours early access to these characters when they're released. So that's April 1st or the 31st of March in PDT.
はい。で、前回のトークライブの時にですね、この先の、
Oh shit, so a new original Tekken character will join the roster after summer. What do you mean by after summer? Like an autumn? Or during the summer? But late summer. I'm going to assume they mean like an autumn. Why not just say that instead of just making it seem very ambiguous?
はいはい。
Because my English is not perfect, so
ハテナになっている部分の情報を一つだけ、発表しました。でそれが何かというと、夏以降の、残り3キャラクターの中の一つが、鉄拳の
oh, during summer in Evo Japan, maybe?
いう話はさせていただきました。
And so, in the previous talk live, we did go through that these characters, when they're going to be released, summer, etc. And that also one of these characters is a brand new Tekken original character that we've never seen before.
はい。で、そこから、
Do I like the new move? Yeah, I do. I like the new move.
反響という
I just hope that there's something else that's new also, not just that move alone.
で、我々も、今後どうやって発表していこうかっていうのを、はい、検討はしたんですが、結論から言うと、
まあ俺が
そうですね、原田さんからいただくのがいいかもしれないですね。
So, I know this is a point of discussion that many people are, looking at, and Farah is going to be giving us a little bit more information up to date.
はい、意見はまだ厳密に言うといつでも募集中なので、意見は言い続けてほしいんですけど、前回のリキャップからいくともともとファンに直接っていう意味でいろんなイベントで一つずつ発表していくっていうのは、鉄拳が割と先行して作った形で、コミュニティの人にもすごく受け入れられてたんですけど、コロナ禍以降ですね、割と早めに発表してほしい、全部出してほしいって意見も増えてきて、今、そこの意見は実際のところは拮抗しているところですね。
So, Farah just mentioned that, up until now, we've had the method in which we would kind of announce them, a little bit at a time, giving them a very dramatic unveiling at various events, and many people who have been with the franchise for.
I mean, you have to remember it says new original Tekken character. So it's not a legacy character that they're bringing back. It's a new, completely new character. Besides that character, after that, I don't know. It could be Lei, it could be Kunimitsu, it could be Armor King, it could be anybody that we already know. But in my opinion, I would really like Armor King. Armor King 100%.
For a long time, really enjoyed that.
I already said this. If Armor King comes out in this season, soon, I hope, then I'm dropping Yoshi. I am dropping Yoshi.
That said, we do realize there is from COVID and on.
で、もちろんマイケルの方も、マイケルの個人のツイッターで、アンケートを取ったりしたら、サーベイでは割と全部発表してほしいのが多くて、まあ、ただ、あれ、母数の問題と、選択肢実は上下変えるだけであれ、実は結果結構変わったりする。まあ、この辺俺ちょっと統計は私非常に詳しいので、そうなんですよ。まあ一つの、
ツイッターで登録してる人も、
まあ俺がやって順番変えたりするとまた変わったりするんですよ、あれ結果。なんで、ある程度他にもいろんな取り方してて、我々、均衡、拮抗してることは間違いない、プラス、全部発表してが増えてきているっていう事実はまあ間違いないかなと思ってます。
So the opinion on this is split, and depending on how you ask, like he was mentioning, my personal X account, I did a poll where I kind of messed up on the options on which one was displayed first, and that kind of gives a different impression depending on how you lay out the survey itself. I did it quite quickly after the talk live. He said depending on if he did it on his X with a different layout, it might have changed the details. And then also, X is just one barometer where.
Gotta go, guys. Have a good day. Have a good one, Reg.
The opinions of everyone as a whole.
Appreciate you being here.
Like we're not listening. It's just we're trying to get a broad sampling of the audience.
これ言い訳じゃなくて説明ね、これは。で、ちなみに、非公開のものを確かに買えないよなって思ってる人は増えてきているので、おっしゃる通りなんですけど、さっきから何回も言ってるように、前まではそうじゃなかったんです。あえて、なんで漏洩するんだ、なんでネタバレするんだ、楽しみなくなるから言うなの方が圧倒的に多かったんです。だから今はそれ変わってきたねという説明をしてるだけです。というわけで、ちょっとやり方を今、今回は急遽、少し変えた部分を出して、今後どうするかまた今検討中なんですけど、ちょっと今日情報があります。
So he's just he's saying that he's not trying to brush off the opinions of those who voted in that way. We definitely realize that there is a change in opinions looking overall. He's just trying to explain the insight into this decision, and we do have a little bit to talk about today as a result of that.
はい、というわけで、画面だ
はい、じゃあ行きましょうか。はい。
はい、というわけで、
Hey, okay, so here they show it.
結構実は割と増えて
Okay, so new stage on summer, and it's gonna be a Pac-Man theme, just like how Ragus said. And then a returning character in the summer and returning character in the autumn. But then why say that there's gonna be a new original character after summer? So I guess they mean after in general, like next season, whatever season they're gonna release it. So new challenger is going to be at the winter, just like what they did with Clive. Okay. I mean, you have to wait the entire year for the new character, but I guess that's fine. I just hope that the returning character is gonna be one that's gonna be either Armor King, hell, Murdoch will be cool to see. Murdoch, Guardiu, I think his name is. Will be cool to see. My preference of a character release is Armor King, Murdoch, or Guardiu. And no order specifically. It can be any other the order characters that can come out. Like it's either Guardiu, Armor King, or Murdoch. One of those three. So I'm hoping that it's one of those three that comes out this season. But especially Armor King. I will take second place for Guardiu.
一番多かったのはリターニングキャラクターなの、いわゆる復活キャラですよね。復活キャラなのか、新キャラなのか、ゲストなのか、そう、このなんか結構折衷案じゃないですけど、これ意外と多かったんですよ。コメントではそれがわからないっていうのが一番あれで、そうだね。他はトレーラー見たりして楽しみたいからっていう、まあファンの方も迷ってる人も多いので。そういう意味で言うとそこは教えてほしいってことだったんで、これ色のカラーのヒントとともに、
これ色がヒントですね。
復活キャラなのか、オリジナル新キャラなのかゲストなのかを分かるようにしました。
はい。
And so we made some changes to this slide so that you can see what's coming with a higher degree of fidelity. One of the things that was interesting when we were asking people's opinion on this matter was, whether you like the traditional route we've taken or if you want to know all of them at the same outside of that, the people who said that they would like to know at least whether it's a returning character or not was actually quite a lot. So we decided to try to add that aspect to the slide. Also, you notice the coloring of this might give you some hints as well.
で、
Coloring. The color gives a hint. Okay, so what do we know about like the characters and specifically that's like a dark blue and then I guess this is like purple? No, it's like a pinkish purple. And then the light blue, we don't know, but it's seemingly winter themed, so it could easily be a character that's maybe based on Russia. Maybe what other country that's north? What other country could be good? I don't know, but some north country that's that's very cold. If it's dark blue, it's giving me Armor King vibes. Dark blue, but it could easily be any other character though, so I don't really know. Mongolia, yeah, Mongolia could be one. I think it's another female character, Julia, Michelle, or Cooney from that purple color, maybe. Could be, yes. That could be the case. Either Julia, isn't Michelle Julia essentially, or am I wrong here? And Cooney, yeah. So someone could be one of those three. I just hope that Armor King is the second returning character because dark blue gives me Armor King vibes. It gives me Armor King vibes. I just don't know if I'm right or not. It could be Lei as well because Lei has dark blue themes. We're talking about like Lei from Tekken, I think Tekken 5 or Tekken 3. He had like a Chinese like dress. I don't know what you call it, like an outfit that was dark blue or like a bluish color. So it could be Lei. It could be Lei that might be the returning character. And then who else? It's like it gives a dark blue theme. Maybe it could be Bruce. Maybe Bruce. It could be Bruce. They might bring him back alive. But I'm not sure whether or not a Bruce is like a dark blue theme though. I don't remember much about Bruce. They're this. I don't know. I don't know.
ステージに関してはもうほぼ出ちゃってるんですけど、
パックマン45周年
そうですね、45周年で
完全新規の
かなり実は凝ったステージ
そうですね
で、
ギミック盛りだくさんです
BGM 結構頑張りました。
BGM
で、
はい
ギミック頑張りました。なんで結構楽しみなステージになるかなと思います。
はい
And so you can see the stage is made pretty much pretty much public, right? So something based on the 45th anniversary of Pac-Man. It's not a rework of anything from the past. It's brand new. The soundtrack to it is actually pretty bomb. And then it also has some interesting stage gimmicks to it as well. So we hope you
Oh
like it.
really? That sounds cool though. I want to know. Now I'm kind of excited for the new stage. I'm kind of excited what the stage is gonna be like.
はい、でコメントを見てると、これ今回ね初めてフィードバック見たんで、この状態では、割とこの現状はこの設置は割と好評ですね。これぐらいでいいんだよっていう意見の方がなんか、ちゃんと今精査してないですけど多くは感じますね。
Interesting to see the comments. People kind of like this way of approaching it because it's not showing everything at once, but and still trying to keep that method of all the cool reveals, but at the same time giving people a little bit more clarity before they buy the pass.
なんでよりディティールはもう見えてきたと思います。
I think I might actually buy the pass. I might buy it because this is giving me a lot of excitement actually to see what they're gonna be adding into the game.
ので、あとはトレーラーを楽しみだったりもしくは
イベントごとに
イベントの
大きいイベン
楽しみ
トごとにまたトレーラーが公開されそして
そうですね。
情報も少しずつ足されていってという感じでできるだけ早いタイミングで全公開できるようにはしたいなと思ってるんですが、はい。
絵を用意しなきゃいけないんで。
そうですね。
So that said, hopefully you've got a little bit more detail from this, and we'll be trying to provide the biggest reveals we can at some shows moving forward. That said, we'll try to announce these characters individually as soon as we can, as soon as everything's ready. Quicker hopefully than in the past. So we'll we'll try our best with that.
なるほど、これ面白いですね。割と日本の人も海外の人もこの色を見て、豪気だって言ってる人がいるんですけど、ちょっとそう、そこは文字を読んでほしいんだけど、確かに復活キャラとも言えなくもないんだよね、セブンに。だからでもあれはもう当たり前ですけど、予想他者様の、キャラクターさんゲストそんなことする。
Wait, you imagine that the blue tinge on the summer means that it might be Akuma? They actually bring Akuma back for some reason?
ゲスト様なので、そんな風に僕らが扱うのは社会的常識として良くないので、そうじゃないです。明言しておきます。豪気じゃないです。だから
Some people are saying it's Akuma because he would technically be returning, but that's not correct. It'd be kind of rude to the original licensor to call it returning character, meaning RIP kind of. So it's not Akuma. It's one of ours.
Oh. Okay. I guess they said it themselves, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't really like make a character like that. I guess maybe that could be the new challenger.
ですので、まだこれで終わりだよっていう意味ではなくて、意見は募集してますのと、あとはまたね、コンボブレーカーとかでもね、もうちょっと情報出せるかもしれない。
次大きいイベントで言うと、エボジャパンとコンボブレーカーとぐらいが、
そうですね。
過去の実績を見ても、そのあたりに何かあるんじゃないかなと、あるのかないのかわからないですが、あるんじゃないかなと思います。
これバイオレット、なるほど、バイオレットか。
なるほど。
ちょっとね、バイオレットは怒るでしょ、みんな多分。みんなそれはいくらでも手抜きだとか言うでしょ。だから多分
Violet, no.
また
バイオレットはノーです。
You guys would destroy us.
ごめん、バイオレットではない。
あと
もっとお金かけてやります。はい、ちゃんと。
So, but we were just saying that the next timings to look out for, perhaps we've got Evo Japan coming up. We've got Combo Breaker, some of the big events that we've done things in the past. So we hope you'll be tuning in around that timing because there might be something for you all.
はい、先ほどもお話ししましたが、これが4月1日、PDT は3月31日に、シーズン2キャラクターのステージパスが発売いたします。
Again, just to recap, Season 2, 6 DLCs, and the release is on April 1st, March 31st if you're in PDT.
で、これ1個だけ間違えちゃいけないのが、このパスが発売される、タイミングに、シーズン2のアップデートがかかるんですけど、アンナを、4月1日からプレイしたい場合は、
Now I'm just waiting to see how when they're going to like release the DLC or the season pass online. Like how much is it gonna cost?
このパスを買っていただくことになりますので、そこははい。
アーリーアクセスってことね。
はい。
あれこれがアーリーアクセスのデータだよね。
はい。
And this is the early access timing that's listed here. So if you want to play at that time, that's actually 72 hours ahead. So you will need the pass if you want that.
はい。で、パスを買わずにプレイする方は、4月の4日。ね、はい。PDT は、はい、4月3日ですね。
Those who just want to play a particular character without the pass itself, that would be on April 3rd and 4th.
はい。
お値段。
プライスは
ちょっと国によって違うので、別途
Oh, so it's coming out on April 1st, but it's reality gonna be coming out for everybody else that don't buy the character pass and stage pass in April 1st. So it's gonna be coming out on April 3rd.
X の方で皆さんに
じゃあ X でフォローし
しようかなと。
If you buy them separately, I'm guessing.
So price and all that is different depending on region, so please check our socials for that.
はい。そして、
でもあれだよね。別になんか大幅に上がるとか世の中みたいなインフレーションはないですよ。
ないです。はい。
Yeah, so it's safe to say it's
Oh yeah, I remember that they're doing this dumb shit that if you want to get the pass, you're only getting the characters, but if you want the stages, you have to buy that separately.
not going to be like, a lot more expensive like everything else in the world at the
我
moment.
々の給料は全くインフレしませんけどね。
はい。
私ね
We're out of saying
むしろ減少傾向に。
our salary hasn't
一応デフレ傾向。
inflated. It's probably
スタグフレーションですね。
儲かって、
スタグフレ
鉄拳儲かってんだけどな。
はい。で、もう一個、キャラクターパスというものもあります。
So also there's character pass. これ、
はい。
confused.
で、これは、
Oh no. So there is like a season 2 character pass if you don't want the stages. But if you want the stages alongside the character pass, you can buy them together in a bundle. Okay, I understand now.
ステージがないパスですね。キャラクターのみ、キャラクターだけ興味あるよっていう方は、このパスを買っていただくこともできます。
So what this is compared to what we just showed you was if you just want the characters, meaning without the stages, this is what you can get to just have the characters.
はい。なので、シーズン2、キャラクターのステージパスと、シーズン2キャラクターパスの2種類
で、
のパスがありますので、
重要なのはこれも early access ですね。
はい、ありますね。はい。
And also this gets early access as well. So you can choose the one with the stages or the one with just the characters, and both will give you early access.
はい。そして、シーズン1も、新しいパスを
No, let's not talk about season 1. Let's forget about season 1 for now.
発売いたします。シーズン1で発売済みのダウンロードコンテンツ、プラス、カスタマイズアイテムをひとまとめにした、シーズン1キャラクターのステージパスというものを発売いたします。
Also, this brand new, I assume most everyone watching the stream already has the game and the first season characters, but this is a brand new pass for people who don't yet, which includes the characters, the stages, and some customization items as well.
はい。で、今販売中の
I can already see this costing like $40. Like they done on release when they wanted us to update the game if you wanted to get the season pass, the character pass and shit.
デラックスエディションアップグレードパックと、アルティメットパックに関しては、シーズン1中で、販売終了となりますので、こちらのパスを買っていただくことになるかなと思います。
And so the deluxe and ultimate upgrades that were available for season 1 will be ending with season 1. So this will be the new pass offering.
はい。そして、キャラクターパス、シーズン1もキャラクターパスがあります。
And also there's a season 1 character pass, character only pass.
はい、こちらも、シーズン1キャラクター4体のみを、含むパスも、4月1日から発売予定です。
So just the 4 characters that were in season 1.
はい。
And also available at the same timing as April 1st. PDT is March 31st.
はい。で、すでに鉄拳8を、お持ちの方には、あまり関係のない話になるんですが、ゲーム本編に、今お話しした、パスを、バンドルした、新しいエディションも、4月1日から発売いたします。
Also, for anyone watching who might not have the base game yet, there's various bundles that will be made available.
はい。一つ目
Well, that's nice. So if you have the Ultimate Edition, you can get the second season. That's pretty nice. So that means you'll get the second season for free. I mean, it's not really free because you bought the Ultimate Edition. So that's nice. At least they're fixing that problem that they've done since season 1.
目がアルティメットエディション。これが、シーズン2とシーズン1の、キャラクター&ステージパスがバンドルした、ゲーム本編、SKU になります。
There's a Ultimate Edition that includes all these stages from season 1, all the characters from both season 1 and season 2, and stages for season 2 as well. Plus, you get that 72-hour early access.
はい。そして、シーズン1、シーズン2のキャラクターパスをバンドルした、デラックスエディションというものがあります。
This is a lie, though. Because the season 1 character pass was given to the people for early access for 72 hours. So I don't know why they're not adding that here.
So there's also the base game and then season 1 and 2 characters only as a bundle.
はい。そして、新たな、エディションとしてアドバンストエディションというものがありまして、これが、鉄拳8のゲーム本編とエディ・レディア平八の3つの DLC がバンドルした、新しいエディションになります。
There's also in
Why only all 3 characters but not Clive? That's so confusing. Just also adding Clive. Why are you separating him out of the advanced edition? It doesn't make any sense.
advanced edition, which
Just nickel and diming the
plus
consumers that want to buy your product.
かなりお得な特別価格で、3つの
Unless it's simply just, I mean, it says 3. It says 3 additional Tekken characters. They're not really saying
入手できる
the 4th.
入門エディション
So yeah, they are kind of nickel and diming you by getting the Clive character if you want that character too.
So it's a nice beginner edition with the base game and those 3 characters at an attractive price point.
はい。また季節時折時々セールの方もやっていきますのでいいタイミングで皆さんご購入いただいて、あるいは、友達に勧めていただいて、ぜひ、鉄拳8盛り上がっていければなというふうに考えております。
And we plan to continue doing our sales and things moving forward as well. So if you don't have the game, please look out for those timings. And also, hopefully, if you have any friends that you want to get into the game, that would be a good time to talk to them about that as well.
はい。というわけで、今日は以上でございます。お疲れ様でした。
無料分のね、アップデートもたくさんあるから、
そうですね。
そこは見逃さない。
はい。
As you can saw, Nakatsu and his team are working on a lot of cool stuff that's free. Some of these new additions to the game as well. So we hope you'll continue to check out the game.
はい、だから価格はリージョンごとにちょっと違うからツイッターで出してくれる。
あ、そうです。はい。
価格はそこで。
As you mentioned, prices are different depending on where you are. So please check our socials for all of that.
はい。
ね、そしてハッピーバースデー中津と。
ありがとうございます。
原さんのいい有給だったのかなと。
今日は趣味で仕事じゃん。
So Frat is actually off today. This is just him enjoying Tekken. And happy birthday to Nakatsu if you guys are just tuning in now. 46?
46です。
46.
Thank you. Thank you everyone.
He's only 46 years old. He still looks young.
そうですね。もう今2時間25分配信してますので、もうそろそろ。
Looks like he's in his 30s.
It's been 2.5 hours, so we think it's a good time to end that now.
そうです。ゴーストね、結構割と質問多かったんだけど、ゴーストもちょいちょい実は。
そうですね。今だんだん良くなってきてるんで、またどっかの機会で最新版をお見せしようと思ってます。
AI プログラマーのジェロームっていう結構天才プログラマーがいるんですけど、彼がかなり頑張ってくれてるので、良くなります。どんどん良くなっていってます。
はい。So Jerome, our genius AI programmers, continually working on improvements for the Ghost. So hopefully we can show you that at a separate instance. So ね。じゃあ次はエボジャパンあたり。
エボジャパンですね。
ですかね。
はい。エボジャパン、我々も現地におりますので、エボジャパンお越しいただく方はぜひ、おそらくシーズン2でまた盛り上がるであろう鉄拳8。
So it should be quite exciting kicking off season 2 when we see everyone at EVO Japan. So I hope you'll tune in.
そうですね。かなりチューニングチームも本当に全力で頑張ってくれて、大きく変わって面白くなってますので、ぜひご期待ください。
はい。
The Balancing team has actually done a lot of cool stuff for this coming season, so it should be a lot of fun to see what's been done with your individual characters. We hope you'll check it out.
何回も言うんですけど、パッチノートはアップデートデータの配信直前に公開します。
実機見ながら見れる。
実機と遊びながら、
はい。No patch notes until the new release drops, so that you have both of them in your hands at the same time.
はい。
Okay, so we're not gonna have the patch notes anytime soon until it releases completely. So I'll have to wait and see what I'm gonna do right after that if I'm gonna talk about what they've done to Yoshimitsu. I also want to like to talk about Victor too, because I also like Victor, since Victor's another like character that I like, because he's another sword user. So I like Victor too. So I want to see what cool stuff he has. And Lars, another character that I also like too. So I want to see what he has. I also want to see Steve, Brian. But the ones I'm going to be talking about the most will be Yoshimitsu. I'll talk about Yoshimitsu and maybe I'll add some other stuff in the future about it. So let's see.
あとは冒頭に出てたナフドハルダを今後ずっと出してほしいという意見も待ってますんで。
復刻してほしければ。
そうなったらそうします。
だんだんナフドの時間が伸びていく。
そうそう。最終的には俺はいなくなるっていう方向でいきましょう。はい。
はい。じゃあ今日はもう満身そうですかね。
もうだいぶデバッグかかってます。
はい、わかりました。じゃあ今日はこれで、
はい。またいろいろ皆さん録画を見直して。
そうですね。はい。前回の2月の配信の方もアーカイブぜひご覧ください。
So check out the current, not only today's broadcast, but if you missed the Tekken Talk Live from last month, there's an archive of that to check it out.
はい。では長丁場2時間半にわたりご視聴いただきありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, so I guess that's it then. So for what we know, the patch notes are not gonna be coming out until April 1st exactly, to where all the other characters will be coming out. Which in this case, Anna. Fuck, when Anna comes out with the new season 2 changes. And there's been a lot of new changes that, at least for what we saw, but I'm hoping there's more than that. Because to be honest, I am mixed. I don't know how I really feel. I feel excited, but I'm also worried about what the overall changes they have done to the characters and the system. Because they didn't really show a lot of the new stuff they've supposedly done to the system. Like you can now sidestep while crouched to the foreground. They haven't showed that yet, and which they already showed before. They already showed it before, but I was hoping to see more like examples of that to see how it will look like. And then they showcase that okay, yeah, you can now go into a crouch, which again they were showed before. But in the case of Yoshimitsu, because I was also a little bit like, this is gonna be broken. If Yoshimitsu can instantly do Samurai Cutter while doing a heat engager and crouching, but no, you can't do that. So they've explained that you can't do that. You can't buffer in immediately the Samurai Cutter. So that's okay, I guess. That's not gonna be a problem for people, but you can still do instant attacks from while standing from that crouching state from a heat engager. So you can still do that. Then there is the fact that the new moves, right? They showcase a lot of new moves. Like they showed Reina and Asuka. And she had like a plethora of new moves you can do. Like what was it? I forget. I don't know if it was back 2-3. I don't know if that's the string or is it forward 2-3. I don't know what it was. That goes into the kick. She can charge that up now and go. I think she's like plus on hit on block. I mean, and she has several other new moves, a lot of new moves too, and Reina as well. So a lot of cool shit that they can do now. And if that's any indication that for what they showcased us with, let's say, Jin, Yoshimitsu, King, and so forth, right? That there could be a lot more stuff that they have not showed in their stream. So there could be newer moves that we have not seen with Yoshimitsu. Maybe like more cancels, a lot more, ways to combo with Yoshimitsu. And they haven't even showcased if you can go into a heat burst or a heat smash from stance. So there's a lot of stuff they have not showcased. So I'm a little excited exactly for what they're going to be presenting to us during the update, but also worried about the whole balancing because they have not done anything really significant with the characters besides just a few things. Like for example, like Yoshi's Flash. Yoshi's Flash, they have nerfed the recovery. That's the only thing that they showcase that they've done to Flash, nothing else. But we have a new effect when we use Flash. So that's cool. So I wonder what that actually means. Does that mean now that if you were to use Flash on a combo without going into heat or no sword stance, would that mean that we can now go for a super spin without being in no sword stance? If that's the case, that's pretty cool, but what does that really entail for combos? And then they haven't showcased anything else besides just, the new move that they given to Yoshimitsu, and that they supposedly nerfed the damage and his healing. That's it. So hopefully in season 2 update comes in, there will be some crazy new stuff that we can find. When that happens, I'll definitely gonna be living a whole lot, and probably will work on making another guide for Yoshimitsu, and probably gonna be the last guide because if there's anything not significantly happy, if I'm not happy with the changes besides the couple things I already saw that were cool, and I'm not happy with what they've done with him, I'll make the guide, but I'm not sure whether or not we'll be maining him. And not because he's nerfed to the ground, because if he's nerfed to the ground, fuck it, doesn't really matter. I'll still play the character. But I might drop him if he's not like in any way change in a way that's positive, but also removing also nerfing some of the negatives about his toolkit. But right now I'm excited. I just want to see what's gonna happen in season 2. So yeah, I've already said my piece, and I'm gonna exit out because I wasn't gonna do anything else. I just wanted to see the stream. with you guys and see what they've done. And yeah. So, guys, I am sorry. I'm about to exit out. Love you all. I appreciate you guys being here because I have other things to do now. So, yeah. If you guys like what you watch, like the video, or like the stream, if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe and, you know, look forward to any future content. And yeah, stay tuned, stay safe.